It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
Good evening, everyone. It is week 9 of this Ohio high school football season on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. I'm Jay Wilhelm, and I'm live inside Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as the Perry Panthers take on the Green Bulldogs in this Federal League showdown. The Bulldogs and Panthers have headed in opposite directions the last few weeks. Green comes in with a record of 3-5, 2-3 in conference play. They have won back-to-back games for the first time this season as they seem to have found themselves late in the year. Led by star quarterback Tyson Hunka, the Bulldogs had their breakout game in Week 7 by dominating Glen Oak 51-24. Then last week got their signature win of the season by defeating a very good Louisville team 27-14. Perry comes into tonight sitting at 4-4, 1-3 in conference play. After a blazing hot start to the season under first-year head coach Spencer Leno, the Panthers have come back down to earth, having lost their last 2, albeit to 2 of some of the toughest opponents on their entire schedule in Austintown Fitch and the Hoover Vikings, respectively. They are led by an opportunistic defense and a hard-nosed rushing attack. They will look to get back into the win column tonight and finish the season strong. We're going to step away for a commercial break, and when we return, we will take a look around at the other games being called on the Q92 Sports Network tonight. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
Looking for quality glass and mirror work you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror in Canton, we handle it all, residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements to custom glass and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we live by one promise. If we won't put it in our home, we won't put it in yours. Call today, 330-478-0075. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or stop by at 1857 Whipple Avenue Northwest in Canton.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
We are back here inside Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as we inch closer to kickoff between the Perry Panthers and the Green Bulldogs. It is also homecoming night as they are sending the homecoming court across midfield. And it's now time to tag in my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees. Mike, welcome, my friend. How are you on this beautiful Friday night?
Jay, always an honor to be with you, my friend. Tonight, a beautiful night. Weather-wise, we've got a phenomenal matchup. It is going to be a good one. right now we're going to take a look at 6 other football games going on the Q92 Sports Network. First, we're going to kick it to Mike Dixon, who's got Northwest and Fairless.
It's hard to believe that it's week 9 already, and we're in for a Pac-7 battle between the visiting 5-2 Indians of Northwest and the 3-5 Falcons of Fairless. I'm Mike Dixon, joined by Ryan Rowland for Q92 Sports Network, presented by Sarshone Auto Group. Northwest comes into tonight's game 4-0 in the Pac-7, sitting 7th in Region 13. The Indians were able to grind out a 13-12 win and a Week 8 win over Tuslaw. The Indians' offense has been led all season long by QB Braden Venables, who has 834 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, but 7 INTs. He also has 285 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. His number 1 target and playmaker at receiver is Logan Allman with 365 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. But the guys that get the offense rolling are 4 young men that split time in the backfield. Joey Medor, 108 carries, 607 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Connor Stevenson, 43 carries, 260 yards, and 1 touchdown. Kellen Renford, 24 carries, 138 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And Jacob Garber has 14 carries for 132 yards and 1 touchdown. The Fairless comes into tonight's matchup 0-4 in the Pac-7 and 3-5 on the season, getting wins over Sandy Valley, Waynedale, Tusky Valley. The Falcons are coming off a 31-14 loss in Week 8 against Canton South. Fairless offense has been led by a stout backfield with Trey McVicker with 59 carries, 344 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jack Kirby has 44 carries, 320 yards, and 3 touchdowns. QB Mikey Rittenbeck is also a playmaker with 208 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns, but he can also throw the ball just as much as he does rush. He has 1,633 passing yards and 16 touchdowns, but also has 12 interceptions. Both teams are ready to kick off Week 9 here in this Pac-7 battle between Northwest and Fairless. Kickoff is 7 p.m. For Q92 Sports. I'm Mike Dixon.
Thanks a lot, Mike. That one should be a good one indeed. Next, we're going to send it to our man, Christian. He's got West Branch and Carrollton. Christian, take it away.
It's a late season EBC battle tonight here in Beloit as the 7-1 West Branch Warriors host the 3-5 Carrollton Warriors here on the Q92 Sports Network. Carrollton comes into tonight's game on a 2-game losing streak in the EBC after consecutive losses to Alliance and Salem. Their lone EBC victory was a win over Marlington. In Division III Region 11, Carrollton is currently sitting at the 14 spot. And of course, with changes in the playoffs this year, they've got to get up to the 12 spot to get in. Carrollton does not control its own destiny. They'll need to win out and get help if they'd like to get into the playoffs. And they'll be leaning heavily on their senior quarterback, the 6'4", 205-pound Hunter Allison, who's been one of the leaders throwing it and running the ball this season. Of course, the ground game's truly led by their junior running back, Levi Kiko, whose name you'll hear a lot tonight. As for the West Branch Warriors, they're in great shape right now. They've clinched a playoff spot and are currently at the 2 seed in Division IV Region 13. They also haven't lost since Week 1 at Canfield and are undefeated in EBC play, led by senior quarterback Grady Hurst, who's thrown for over 1,900 yards this season, 20 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. And senior wide receiver J.R. Thomas, who's collected 46 catches for 705 yards this season and 8 touchdowns. And you can hear all the action at 7 right here on the Q92 Sports Network. Carrollton and West Branch. For Q92 Sports, I'm Christian Bigglesworth.
Thanks a lot, Christian. We'll be watching that one indeed. We're going to step aside, take another commercial break. When we return, we'll get some more game previews for you. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
The weather might be getting cooler, but Tasty Cream on Navarre Road is just heating up. Open all year, Tasty Cream is ready to serve you fresh-made specialty burgers, Stark County's best conies, deep-fried mushrooms, crispy French fries, and so much more. To top it off, their ice cream selection continues to grow. Special flurries, homemade root beer floats, amazing brownie sundaes, and over 20 flavors of hand-dipped ice cream. Order online at tastycream.com or check out their Facebook and Instagram pages for events happening each month.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
Looking for quality glass and mirror work you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror in Canton, we handle it all, residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements to custom glass and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we live by one promise. If we won't put it in our home, we won't put it in yours. Call today, 330-478-0075. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or stop by at 1857 Whipple Avenue Northwest in Canton.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Wakefield Stadium in Perry High School. Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm. We've got Green and Perry tonight, but before we talk about Green and Perry, let's talk with Matt Corrali. He's got Warren Harding and the Massillon Tigers.
The Massillon Tigers are one of the most accomplished high school football programs in the country. They've won 25 Ohio State titles, with the most recent coming just 2 years ago, and have been recognized by the Associated Press as high school football national champs 9 times. And they've also won 8 or more games in a year since 2016. So this season has been considered as an up and down year in Tiger Town. With all games so far coming at home, they've had a 21-14 win over Ohio powerhouse St. Edward, but have also dropped an uncharacteristic 34-2 loss versus a team from Canada. All in all, it results to a 5-3 record through 8 games for the Tigers, but Massillon comes into tonight's annual home matchup with the Warren G. Harding Raiders, winners of 2 in a row, and things are looking up. Last week, Massillon took down the Cornerstone Christian Warriors out of San Antonio 45-20. A player to watch for tonight is running back Xavier Owens. If he rushes for 140 yards this evening, then he will eclipse 1,000 yards on the year. On the other sideline, the Raiders come in with a record of 3-4 and have dropped their last 2. Last Friday, they lost to Cardinal Mooney by the final of 7-3. With an injury to quarterback James Jones, Harding has become a run-heavy team, and a name that will be called into the microphone a ton tonight will be Mekhi Brogdon, as the Raiders running back has over 300 yards and 6 touchdowns on the year. A week from tomorrow will be the Tigers matchup with McKinley. Can Massillon head coach Nate Moore get his team to 6-3 heading into Canton next Saturday? Or will the Road Raiders play spoiler? Find out at 7 o'clock as Robert Coleman and I will bring you all the action. From Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in Massillon, Matt Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
Thanks a lot, Matt. That is a game we will keep a close eye on. Next, let's send it to Ryan Keller. He's got a huge Federal League matchup. Hoover and Lake. Ryan, take it away.
It's the penultimate week, week 9 of high school football on Q92 Radiosports.com, and we are at Blue Streak Stadium in Uniontown for the Federal League matchup between the 7-1, 3-1 in the Fed North Canton Hoover Vikings and the 6-2, 2-2 in the Fed Lake Blue Streaks. Federal League Championship implications on the line tonight with North Canton Hoover having just that one loss. They need some help from Jackson tonight, who will be the Vikings opponent next week. And Hoover needs a McKinley loss and to win their last two games to have a share at the Federal League Championship. The Vikings are coming off a 35-21 win last week over Perry and has them in good shape for postseason play, with Hoover currently 6th in Division II, Region 7. The Hoover offense runs through senior receiver Jack Andes. Andes leads Stark County with 16 touchdowns overall. We'll keep an eye on senior quarterback John Collins, who has been suffering an ankle injury through most of the season. He has still been productive, 5 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks and 13 total touchdowns on the season. After starting off the season 6-0, the Lake Blue Streaks have suffered 2 straight losses. Last week, a 21-24 loss to Canton McKinley. Despite those 2 losses, Lake is currently 4th in Division II, Region 5. Lake senior quarterback Alex Quire has thrown 13 TD passes this season. The offense has been helped along by senior running back Davis Madsen, who has 670 yards and 8 touchdowns rushing on the season despite missing the first 2 games. Last season in Week 9, Hoover beat Lake by a score of 18-17, and then Lake knocked off Hoover in the first round of the playoffs 28-0. Hoover leads the all-time series 21-17. Join me, Ryan Keller, and my broadcast partner, Antonio Hall, for all the action on the Q92 YouTube channel. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock from Blue Streak Stadium in Uniontown. Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
Thanks a lot, Ryan Keller. We're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll get our AM game of the week and our FM game of the week. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Wakefield Stadium, about 12 minutes to kick off between Green and Perry. It is Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm. We're getting you close to the Green-Perry football game. But before we do, let's talk about our AM game of the week. Let's send it over to Sam Berkwin. He's got Minerva and Alliance.
Tonight here at the University of Mount Union Caras Stadium, a battle between the 6-2 Alliance Aviators and the 5-3 Minerva Lions. Looking at the Eastern Buckeye Conference, Minerva comes in 1-2, while the Aviators are 2-1. The Lions actually looking to stop a 9-game losing streak against the Aviators tonight. And we'll see what happens when they kick this one off this evening at 7 o'clock on 1310 WDPN. The Minerva Lions, with that record of 5-3, even if they win out, probably not going to have enough points to make it to the postseason. Meanwhile, Alliance with winning out here this year in 2025. It should get them enough, might even get them a home game, possibly a first-round bye. The Aviators are getting it done on both sides of the ball, but we're going to talk about J.R. Jackson. He has been an absolute force this year. 1,974 yards, 19 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. He's run for 553, and he's scored 7 touchdowns on the ground. How about this Minerva team, though? Zach Slates comes in, takes over the program, leads them to 5 wins. They're trying to pick up 6, possibly 7, before the year comes to an end. Should be a good one tonight here at Mount Union. Alliance and Minerva kick off tonight right here on AM 1310 WDPN. I'm Sam Berkman for 1310 WDPN and the Q92 Radio Sports Network.
Thanks a lot, Sam. We'll keep an eye on that one. Now, sending it to Clint and crew on the Q92. It is McKinley and Jackson. Clint, take it away.
Canton McKinley looks for its 7th straight win as it visits Jackson. The Bulldogs clinched at least a share of their 4th straight Federal League crown last week with a 24-21 win over Lake. The win also clinched a playoff spot for the Pups, who are 3rd in Division I, Region 1. Kylan West had over 100 yards and a touchdown again last week and leads the league in rushing with 960 yards. Quarterback Trent Hayden has thrown at least 1 TD pass in each game. He threw for 191 yards and a score on 17 for 22 against Lake. Darius Hill caught 10 passes for 106 yards and a score. The McKinley defense continues to impress, holding opponents to just over 15 points per game. DB Lanaz Brown returned an interception for score against the Blue Streaks. Jackson held off a stubborn Glen Oak team last week, 21-10, for its 4th win in 5 games. Federal League's 2nd leading rusher, Corey Jacobs, ran for 154 yards and 2 TDs, while junior quarterback Carter Mulliman threw for 2 scores. Jacobs has 6 straight 100-yard games after being moved from wide receiver. Mulliman has filled in well for starter Lucas Eckerman, who could be back this week after missing 2 games with a concussion. Leading receiver Max Cowles has 26 catches for 439 yards and 5 touchdowns. The Polar Bears are giving up more than 25 points per game in league play and have given up more than 30 points 4 times on the season. They can keep themselves in contention for a share of the league title with a win. A Region 1 playoff spot was clinched last week. Jackson broke a 17-game losing streak to McKinley with a 20-7 win in Canton last season, but the Bulldogs got revenge with a 35-32 win at Jackson in playoff action. McKinley leads the all-time series 24-4. The Polar Bears are the hosts again this week. For the Q92 Sports Network, I'm Clint Scroggs.
Thanks a lot, Clint. Huge Federal League game indeed. We're going to take our last commercial break of the pregame show. When we come back, we'll get our Coaches Corner interviews with the 2 coaches from tonight, and we'll get you set for Green and Perry. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Wakefield Stadium at Perry High School, it is Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm. We're close to kickoff. A little over 6 minutes before the Bulldogs and the Panthers do battle on the field. We had a chance to talk to both head coaches before the game. Let's take a listen as we had a chance to talk to Green head football coach Mark Geis.
Q92 Sports here with Green High School head football coach Mark Geis. Coach, it is a beautiful night for football. Week 9, believe it or not. How are you feeling?
Nothing better than late season Federal League football and being in this area. It's it's a privilege to be here. I'll be very honest. It's beautiful weather, and sure happy to be here with our kids.
Tonight, Coach, you've got a big Federal League matchup with Perry. Playoff hopes on the line for both teams. Obviously, we could sit here and name everything that's going on. What do you need to see tonight from offense and defense to get the win?
In the Federal League, late in the season, you got to take care of the football. You got to be physical on defense and stop the run. And then on the other side of the ball, you're going to have to run the football. And you're going to have to be balanced on a Friday night in the Federal League.
We got to see last week Evan Reed, a.k.a. the Bulldozer. That kid looked to be unstoppable. Obviously, I think he was hurt early on in the season. Now he looks to be at 100%. What makes him so talented?
Yeah, his work ethic is tremendous. And unfortunately, we missed him for 4 games in the beginning of the year and due to the hamstring injury. But he worked like crazy to come back. He's a very intelligent kid. But he sure has a skill capability in many areas when it comes to offense. And as you saw last Friday night, we got on the ball in many different ways, and we're going to have to be able to do that the rest of this year.
Excited to see what he can do tonight. Obviously, on the other side, Perry, 3 very talented running backs. What has to be the message to the Bulldog defense tonight to stop their playmaking ability?
We've improved defensively every week, I feel like, in all facets, and our tackling has gotten better, but we're going to have a night tonight where we tackle very well, very physical up front. We're going to have to own the line of scrimmage.
Awesome, Coach. We want to thank you for your time. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see you again real soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was head coach Mark Geis of the Green Bulldogs. Always love getting a chance to talk to our coaches pregame, but not to be outdone. Spencer Leno of the Perry Panthers. Let's take a listen.
I get it. Q92 Sports here with Perry Panthers head football coach Spencer Leno. Coach, big game tonight. How we feeling?
Feel good. Another Federal League matchup. Man, Green is a good football team, and the kids are ready to respond, and they're excited to go as well.
Coach, obviously tough loss last week. What was one thing though that you learned that was positive about the Panther team?
Yeah, these kids continue. We learn from our losses, right? What I can tell you is they fight to the very end. We were down at one point, 21-0. Never felt out of the game. So I credit that to the kids and our staff.
Obviously, Green loves to run the football. They got a dual threat quarterback. Evan Reed, their tailback, seems to be healthy. Looked really good, almost unstoppable like last week. What has been the message to the Panther defense to try to stop him, try to limit the big playability?
Yeah, you're exactly that. He has the ability to make big plays at quarterback. And then, 20, they're running back. And he plays a little bit of receiver as well for them. And limiting their explosive plays and putting our guys in the right spots to be successful.
Coach, your quarterback, a sophomore, but he has shown some poise and some growth so far this season. What makes him so special?
He keeps getting better, right? And there's a lot of learning that goes into that first year, and just finding what he's good at, and he's a worker, so he's going to continue to improve.
Coach, what's one thing on offense, one thing on defense you must do tonight to get the Panthers a win?
Offensively, we have to start fast. We have to sustain drives, not turn the ball over. Defensively, like we already said, we got to limit the explosive plays that Green has. In special teams, we got to play sound. Got to play sound in special teams and run the football.
Tonight's going to be a really good game once again. Head coach Spencer Leno of the Perry Panthers. Coach, good luck tonight. We look forward to seeing you again real soon.
Thank you very much.
And we are back here at Wakefield Stadium. They are getting ready to play the national anthem. And when they do, we are going to go quiet out of respect, and you guys can listen in as well. And the pregame festivities are over. Homecoming festivities over. Only thing left now is to tee it up and get this Federal League Showdown going. Mike, here's my thoughts as we get ready for kickoff. Very different styles of offenses here. Perry loves to tighten it up, run it, and just jam it down your throat. Shorten the game.
Right, correct.
Green, they like to spread it out, get their athletes the football in space. They'll do some running, but they want that offense spread all the way out.
They absolutely do. But one thing I will say, we saw this Green team last week, right? Their defense has tightened it up quite a bit since the game against Hoover that we got to call. We've seen Hoover, we've seen Green, we've now seen Perry. This is our second time seeing Perry. We know against Fitch, they struggled a little bit. They couldn't get the ball. They couldn't get the offense rolling. So it'll be interesting to see tonight how Coach Lino gets the Panthers out. He said it in his coach's interview pregame. They have to start fast. You don't want to shoot out with Green.
No.
You don't. We've seen Tyson Hunka. This kid is incredible. Jay, they are teeing it up. It is showtime, baby. Week 9. Let's do this.
Perry won the toss. They deferred to the second half. They are going to be kicking it off to the Green Bulldogs. Perry in their black uniforms, white pants with the black helmets, and they got the white face masks. Looks like Permian from Friday Night Lights to a T. They're reversed. Green's got the white jerseys with the black pants and the black helmet, and then they got their orange trim ready to go. And
waiting on the whistle here, but it's a beautiful night for football.
It is. It is a beautiful
fall
night.
is here.
Hoodie weather.
It is.
Hoodie weather.
Sweater weather. Nice bonfire weather.
So Perry's going to be kicking it off from right to left, which means to start this first quarter, Green's going to be going from left to right. And we got the ball teed up. The referees have backed away, and we are about ready to go here on homecoming night. And Perry's student section right now is loud. And it's going to be a line drive right down the middle. It's going to be fielded at about, he lets it go right through his wickets and into the end zone for a touchback.
That was a very, very smart play from Evan Reed. It was going to be tough to pick it up on a hop and get momentum. So wise move, did the Olay and just kind of moved out of the way, let it roll into the end zone. Green starts 1st and 10 on the 20. Jay, Tyson Hunka.
Let's see what he's got tonight. We're going to see if they're going to let it fly early or if they're going to kind of do what they did at the beginning of the Louisville game last week when they kind of felt their way through until they started letting him uncork it. And they're going to start with Evan Reed in the backfield with him. Hunka, he's going to be in the shotgun. And it looks like they spotted that wrong.
Yeah,
So,
they must have thought it was college. They put it at the 25. It's
Come
at
on,
the
guys.
20.
Come on, guys.
Hey, they're getting ready for tomorrow. It's Saturday, so come on now.
Take the day off. All right, Hunka's in the shotgun. He's got Evan Reed in the backfield with him. 3 receivers up top to his left, 1 down here to the right, and he's going to hand it off to Reed, who gets maybe 2 yards as there was a bunch of Panthers there to bring him down.
Well, we know Evan Reed was injured for the first 4 games of the season, battling a hamstring injury. He's healthy. We saw him last week. We nicknamed him the Bulldozer. He loves running people over.
He is very healthy in that aspect. So now we are at 2nd and 7 as he got 3 there now from their own 23-yard line. Hunka in the shotgun. Evan Reed still in the backfield with him. This time they're going to bring the 3 receivers down here to the right. And they're going to have 1 wide up top to the left. Hunka takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to fire it. It's going to tuck it and run it up the middle and maybe gets another yard. And then he's going to be thrown around by that Perry defense.
You knew that the Perry defense was going to hone in on Tyson Hunka. They know he's a dual-threat quarterback. They do not want him to beat them with his legs. They want him to throw the football. And right there, those lanes closed up, super tight, super quick.
Super quick. It is now 3rd and 6 from their own 24-yard line as he did gain a yard. So it's about 3rd and 6, under 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. No score. Green on the first drive of the ball game. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Hunka. He drops back the pass. He's going to have to rush. Steps up in the pocket looking downfield. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got space out to the right side, and he's going to be thrown down at the 35, but that's going to be enough for the Bulldogs first down.
He got absolutely leveled at the end of that play. Lucky to hold on to the football and his helmet. Perry not able to keep him down, but it just shows you just how elusive Tyson is. Even if the lanes are closed, he finds ways to just beat you.
Luckily for the Perry guy that there's no replay, because that was crown of the helmet all day, every day. That guy was looking underneath the ground when he hit him. 1st and 10 now for Green from their own 35. Hunka fakes the snap, and Perry's going to jump off sides, and
oof,
his teammate is not happy with him.
Well, if he didn't jump off sides, Green was going to get flagged for false start. The receiver started to lean forward. And wait a minute. We're going to discuss this one, Jay. I think this is going to go against Green. I think they're going to hit the receiver with a false start.
Usually if it's both of them and they tie it, they'll call it on the offense, but I think the defense jumped early regardless of what they call, because he was halfway across the line. They're going to call a false start. Like I said, if it's a tie, they'll usually give it to the offense. They'll give the penalty to the offense, but that Perry guy was all the way across the line before any flinch.
From our vantage point up here, it did look like the receiver kind of flinched forward, which caused the gentleman on the edge to kind of jump.
1st and 15 now for Green from their own 30-yard line, as they are now behind the chains as we're under 10 minutes to play here in the first quarter. They're going to stay 5 wide with Hunka in the backfield all by his lonesome. They're going to put 3 receivers up top to the left, 2 down here to the right. He drops back to pass, fires it to the left side, got his man, but he had to dive to get it. So he's down immediately at the 34-yard line.
Ben Bronick, the senior receiver, laying on the ground, kind of sprawling out, making the catch. You got to love the effort. Only a modest 4-yard pickup. But again, Tyson able to take what the defense gives you, finds a soft spot in the zone, hits his receiver, keeps the offense going.
2nd and 11 now from their own 34-yard line. This time they'll put Evan Reed in the backfield with him on his right hip. Hunka takes the snap, and he's going to roll right. Fires it to the right side, got his man out to the 40, to the 41-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Cole Metcalf, the senior, 6'1", 165, great reception, picks up 7, Jay. And very manageable now, 3rd and 4, following that false start on first down.
3rd and 4 from their own 41-yard line, under 9 minutes to play. Doing something we don't see Green do very often, taking their time. Usually once they start getting first downs, they like to put the pedal to the metal. But now we're going to go 5 wide with Hunka again. Takes the snap, fires it to the left immediately through the hands of wide open Evan Reed, incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and I would be surprised if they don't bring out the punt unit, and they do.
Anthony McMichael, the third, is one of the punters we've seen. He is the man in charge right now on the field. He will punt it away to 2 Perry Panthers.
They're going to be waiting back at about their own 25-yard line, offset a little bit to each half side. And now they're going to move up to the 27, to the 28, and it's a high punt. Nice spiraling punt over their heads. It's going to be fielded at the 15, and Green's coverage team is there, and they drill him at the 17-yard line.
That was a great punt by McMichael III. Jonathan Lemon had to tail back, catch it over his shoulder. And like you said, Green special teams down the field in a hurry, closed up the running lanes, and now we'll get to see this Perry Panther offense.
Cameron Treharn is the starting quarterback. Or is he?
Cam Treharn is a receiver currently. Nasir Foster in the shotgun.
Nasir Foster is in the shotgun, and they have Treharn out wide, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Nasir Foster plays DB and wide receiver according to their roster sheet. So they're going with the quote-unquote Wildcat right now. Foster takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself straight up the middle. He's got space. He gets through the first line. Out to the linebackers. Avoids another tackle. He's out to the 29-yard line. What a move by Nasir Foster.
Nasir Foster has speed to burn, and he showed it right there. That was a designed quarterback draw, but like you said, Wildcat offense. And look at this. I think they're going to stick with it. Treharn sitting out wide as a receiver here.
Now this is probably throwing that defense for loops in their brain if they were not expecting this. Nasir Foster in the shotgun. He's got a back in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hands it off straight up the middle goes the Panthers, out across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
That was Jonathan Lemon, the very, very talented, very, very fast junior tailback. Again, Perry has a ton of speed. You heard Coach Lino in our pregame talked about starting fast. They're off to a pretty good start.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 from their own 33-yard line as they got 4 on that first down carry. And they're going to stick with Nasir Foster in the shotgun. Empty backfield, just him. 4 receivers, 2 to each side, puts a man in motion. Takes the snap, fakes the pass. He's going to run it up the right side. Tries to get the corner. Nobody's there. He's going to be tripped up for no gain.
That time the Green Bulldog defense all over that design run. I mean, I would be shocked if Nasir Foster is going to throw the football. I would be stunned. It's 3rd and 6 right now, Jay, and it looks like Cameron Treharn's on the sideline. I'm throwing for a loop right now. I can't imagine what Green's feeling.
So here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 6 from their own 33-yard line for the Perry Panthers on their first offensive possession of the ball game. 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Foster in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, who just bowls forward out to the 35, and he's going to be short. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Jay, that was actually Jonathan Lemon playing quarterback. Handed it off to number 0, Connor Shepard, the 215-pound senior tailback. It's 4th and 3, Jay. What in the world?
Yeah,
what an opening series.
They got a different quarterback back there, so I'm just going to say the last one I saw because it's a coin flip anyway. Perry brings out the punt team. 4th and 3 from their own 36-yard line. There's the snap. High, deep punt. 2 great punts to start this game. Fair caught at the 32 as Evan Reed had to dive for it.
He looked like a guy in the outfield trying to take away a base hit. Diving out, laying out, catches the football, and the Green Bulldogs will have their 2nd offensive series. But you gotta love it. You gotta love Perry coming out, doing a little different, trying to catch Green off guard. That's what you want. Jay, into the scoreboard here. Massillon leads Warren Harding 7-0. McKinley, the early lead 7-0 over Jackson.
And here comes Tyson Hunka and company as we have 4 wide, 3 to the right, 1 up top to the left. Tyson takes the snap, runs into his own back, but hands it off to him. Evan Reed gets out across the 40-yard line. And let's see where they mark it. And they're going to go ahead and give him the first down.
I mean, that was amazing. The fact that he ran into his running back. They collided in the backfield. Able to keep his balance, keep his momentum, and pick up the first down. Now I know why we nicknamed him the Bulldozer last week.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 42-yard line. Under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Tyson Hunka takes the snap, tucks it, and immediately runs it up the left side. Gains maybe 3 yards, and he's out to the 45-yard line.
We got a man down. We have a Green Bulldog down at about the 42-yard line. Can't see the jersey number. Can't see the jersey number, Jay. I don't know who that is exactly.
And this timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. We're going to step away while they tend to the gentleman on the field. You're listening to High School Football. Brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
The weather might be getting cooler, but Tasty Cream on Navarre Road is just heating up. Open all year, Tasty Cream is ready to serve you fresh-made specialty burgers, Stark County's best conies, deep-fried mushrooms, crispy French fries, and so much more. To top it off, their ice cream selection continues to grow. Special flurries, homemade root beer floats, amazing brownie sundaes, and over 20 flavors of hand-dipped ice cream. Order online at tastycream.com or check out their Facebook and Instagram pages for events happening each month.
It's time. You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium as they are still tending to the young man on the field. And now a couple of the players have come out to check on him, and he's going to sit up, which is a great sign.
That is number 71, Gabe Holman, the junior, 6'4", 275. He's able to get up, Jay, but he is not able to put any weight on that right leg at all.
Yeah, that's what the two players coming out were for, were to help him off the field. And it's looks like the left knee is actually what is not touching the turf. And that's unfortunate. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Again, 5:34 to go here in the first quarter. Perry and Green tied at 0. Both have had the ball at least one time. Green is now on their second offensive possession of the ball game. They are at their own 46-yard line with a 2nd and 6 as they are now back out onto the field, ready to continue play. And here come the Perry Panther defense, ready to go as well. Honka is going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have Evan Reed right behind him in the backfield. He's going to have 3 receivers up top to his left, 1 down here, wide to the right. There's the whistle, and we're ready to go. Honka takes the snap, turns the wrong way, but still gets the handoff to Evan Reed, who gains maybe a yard.
I think Evan Reed was on the wrong side of the formation, but we'll have to keep an eye on that.
That's the second time that they've had some miscommunication in the backfield on a handoff, which is uncharacteristic of both of them.
Michael DeSantis, the senior outside linebacker on the stop. 3rd and 5, Jay, very manageable, and you're kind of almost in 2-down territory here, almost to midfield for Green. Maybe you get it in 2.
3rd and 5 from their own 47-yard line. Honka in the shotgun. 3 receivers. 1 in the slot, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling right, looking downfield, fires it deep. His man's got a step, and he's hit at the last second as it's jarred loose, incomplete. Wow.
Jonathan Lemon, Jaden Wilson back there as well for Perry. Great job. The intended receiver looked to be number 13, Ben Bronick, but I also see number 10 as well, Sam Dubrovets, kind of flexing his wrist a little bit. I don't know if he was involved in the play as well.
He was, and if Lemon doesn't make that play, that's a touchdown because he had a step on his defender, and Lemon came out of nowhere. And Green's going to go ahead and bring on the punt unit. Perry's got 2 guys back deep, standing at their own 18-yard lines, and now we have a flag, and it looks like it's going to be delay a game.
Yeah, Green, obviously some miscommunication on who needed to be out there. A couple of guys currently getting an earful from Coach Geis. We know there was 1 player substituted late. Another one was kind of standing on the sideline. Coach not happy there. That's a penalty you do not want. Mental mistakes cannot happen this late in the season.
Green a little sloppy on offense here so far, but it's now 4th and 10. There's the snap. Another high, beautiful punt by McMichael, and that's going to go straight out of bounds, and we'll see where it went out of bounds.
I love the coaches on the Perry sideline trying to point where it went. He's got to go to the spot where it went out of bounds, and now he's going to walk it off.
And they're going to say it went out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Panthers for their second offensive possession of the ball game. 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. We have no score, and let's see what the Wheel of Fortune of quarterbacks they're going to put out there this time.
Looks like Nasir Foster still at quarterback, Jay, as Cameron Treharn is a receiver in the slot.
So they're going to put Foster in the shotgun. He's got nobody in the backfield with him, and now we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be false start on Perry. This is the thing that you can run into if you're putting non-quarterbacks in a quarterback position.
Yeah, they had two tackles rotate from one side of the formation to the other, and it caused the one guard to jump. He thought the play had started. So while they figure things out, Jay, back into the scoreboard we go. Massillon, another touchdown, 14-0. West Branch, the early lead over Carrollton, 7-0.
Foster back in the shotgun. Three receivers, two to the right, one down here to the left. He takes a snap and he takes off running immediately. Tries to get that left corner. Nowhere to go as Green's all over it.
That was number 11 who made the stop. Anthony Swank. We learned that last week. Swank is not number 50. He is number 11.
Swankity, swank, 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 swank.
Made a great open field tackle there for a loss. 2nd and 16.
2nd and 16 from their own 19-yard line, going backwards on the last two plays. And here we are again, as I can't tell who's
Foster again.
It's Foster again. He's at an angle where I can't see his number. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Lemon, and then he goes up the left side, and he's going to be spun down at the 30. And I'm going to tell you right now, if he gets free, he's gone. So you have to keep your paws all over Nasir Foster.
Caden Werner, the senior linebacker, touchdown saving tackle there.
Brings up a 3rd and 4 as they got it all the way out to their own 31-yard line to make it a manageable 3rd down situation with 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. We still have no score.
That was a 12-yard pickup there by Nasir Foster. And now Cameron Treharn. Maybe.
No, it's Lemon in the shotgun now with two backs in the backfield with him. And he's going to hand it off to the bruiser as he dives forward for the first down.
That is Connor Shepard. So we have two bulldozers, one for each team. Connor Shepard for Perry, Evan Reed for Green. I want to see them battle it out. Can we get a tug of war maybe?
We get an Oklahoma drill?
An Oklahoma drill would be amazing.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line as the Panthers move the chains. And I think we're going back to Jonathan Lemon in the shotgun as Nasir Foster again. He brings Lemon. I can't tell from the angle. Really, who cares? It's a running back to Lemon, straight up the middle. He's out to the 39-yard line. Just know that they put somebody at the quarterback position for every play.
There you go.
Until they bring Treharn up there, it don't matter.
Another score update, Alliance, the early lead at Minerva, 14-0. Not at Minerva. My apologies. That game is in Alliance. Minerva trails Alliance 14-0.
Here we go. We're going to go with Nasir Foster again, who leads the huddle, comes out in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to his right, 2 to his left, empty backfield. Foster puts Lemon in motion, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Lemon coming across the middle, and he's going to try to get out wide right. He cuts it up the field to the 30, down to the 40, and he's going to be tackled at the 38-yard line as they have moved into green territory for the first time tonight.
Nasir Foster is that man right now. Very quick, very fast. Treharn marches off, so it is going to be Nasir Foster again. You got to love it here. Coach Lino going with a little razzle-dazzle to start the game, trying to catch Green completely off guard.
So 1st and 10 now for the Panthers from the green 38-yard line. Foster in the shotgun, brings Lemon in the backfield with him, behind him in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lemon, who goes straight up the middle, and he's going to be tripped up at about the green 33, 34-yard line.
Well, again, if you're Green, you've got to hone in on this triple threat running attack for Perry with Foster, with Lemon, with Shepard. Those are 3 very, very good tailbacks. You don't know which one's getting the football.
And we're under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers from the green 33-yard line. Nasir Foster is going to be empty backfield, just him in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 down here to the left. Foster takes the snap, fires it to the right side. It's complete to Lemon. A little shifty move inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line of Green.
It's the first time we've seen Nasir Foster throw the football, so Again, another wrinkle in the offense. Is it really a pass when it was out in the flat and Lemon was wide open?
Almost straight across. They're a little, about a yard forward of the line of scrimmage, but nonetheless, that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 from the green 27-yard line. And Nasir Foster is going to stay in that shotgun all by himself. Foster puts a man in motion, hands the snap off to the man in motion who goes up the middle. I believe that might have been Lemon who he handed it off to. And that's actually going to bring the first quarter to a close with no score. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium as we are heading to the second quarter as the Perry Panthers and the visiting Green Bulldogs are all tied up at 0, but the Panthers are driving. They have a 1st and 10, it's a 2nd down and 7, I believe. 2nd and 6 from the green 23 as they're going to flip the field, and now Perry's going to be going from left to right for the remainder of the half.
Nice cool breeze into the press box.
Almost chilly. Not quite. Almost. And here we go.
It's Treyharn.
Treyharn is in the shotgun as we are back to the traditional setup for the Perry Panthers offense. 2 receivers, 1 to each side. And he's going to take the snap and hand it off to Shepard, who goes up the left side. Great open field tackle by Green.
That was Joel Brink, the junior defensive back. Read it like a book. Great shoestring tackle, bringing down Connor Shepard.
Yeah, he had the corner if he doesn't make that tackle. And he was all out there with him on his lonesome and did a great job of hanging on to Connor Shepard. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the Green 25-yard line. Big play here for Green's defense. Takes the snap, hands it off straight up the middle. I believe that's Connor Shepard again. And they stopped him after about a 1-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down and decision time.
Well, this is outside the kicking range. We were watching that in pregame warmups. I mean, it is a crisp night. I mean, it's going to take a nice leg. If the ball's on the 24, add 17, that's a 41-yard field goal. I don't know about that.
Probably
It's
not.
a little deep. They're going to go for it.
4th and 7, Treyharn in the shotgun. He's got Shepard on his right hip, 2 receivers to the right. He's going to roll right, looking downfield, fires it to the right sideline, up in the air, and he topped him. He mossed him for the 1st down.
Wow. Nasir Foster. What an amazing, amazing catch. High pointed the football and took it away from the Green defender. That was Jaden Hall, the 5'10 senior corner. And they,
You
what
couldn't
a
have been in
play.
better position as the
No.
defensive player. So here we go. Treyharn back in the shotgun. They're going right back to it, and they are officially in the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to Connor Shepard, and he's going to be piled on immediately at about the 15-yard line, and they're going to mark him down at the 13, I believe.
Well, we got some blood. Stoppage.
Paper cut. He'll be back out there in a minute.
That is Josh Taylor. Had a little blood on his arm, so he's substituted out for one play while they patch him up.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the 13. And Perry's ready to roll as they're the ones putting the pedal to the metal right now. Treyharn in the shotgun. He's got Connor Shepard in the backfield with him, a receiver to each side. takes the snap, hands it off to Shepard, bowls it straight up the middle inside the 10, and he's going to be brought down at the 9-yard line.
He ran over Robert Brooks Jr., just ran him over. Brooks was there as the linebacker right there in the middle, and Shepard's like, nah, I'm just going to run you over. Short 3rd and 3 here, Jay.
3rd and 3 now from the green 8-yard line. Under 10 to play here in the first half. Foster goes out. Hundley comes in. Trey Harn's got 2 backs in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, hands it off. Right up the right side, inside the 5, spins to the 4 to the 3-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Panthers.
That is senior tailback Caleb Hundley, the 5'11", 190.2-pound tailback.
And now the Panthers knocking on the door, under 9 to play until halftime.
Another stoppage is Preston Daisy, the 6'5", 290-pound lineman, gets sent off. He's got blood on his arm as well.
Looks like some people didn't clip their nails before they came to the stadium tonight. Gotta go get that Manny. 8:55 to go. 1st and goal from the 3. Heavy set in the backfield with Trey Harn. Takes the snap, and the whistle is blown dead, and it's going to be a timeout on Perry.
Yeah, Perry obviously didn't like what they saw. Coach Lino sprinting to the official to get that timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It is time to bring a friend into the family.
We're going to leave it right here as we have 8:46 to go until halftime. It is 1st and goal for the Perry Panthers on the green 3-yard line. Perry didn't like what they saw, and they understand how important this possession and where they are on the football field is, so they want to make sure they mind all of their P's and Q's so they can punch it in and take an early lead.
Exactly. While we wait, let's head back into the scoreboard. McKinley leads Jackson 14-0. West Branch leads Carrollton 13-0. Grady Hurst, a 74-yard touchdown run. Fairless leads Northwest 7-0 on an 86-yard touchdown pass. And Hoover leads Lake 7-0.
That'll be a good one. I don't care how good you play, you're not blowing Lake out.
No, and you go into that bowl, that crowd.
Especially in a night like tonight.
Yeah, the cowbells,
Here we
they'll
go.
be ringing.
And we got shotgun formation for Perry. Takes the snap, hands it off to Connor Shepard, who just walks over everybody in for the touchdown for the Perry Panthers.
That was Connor Shepard. So your quarterback was Jonathan Lemon, Caleb Hundley to the right, and then you had Connor Shepard to the left. And they just created space for Shepard to basically just walk into the end zone untouched.
Yeah. If he's got 3 yards, he's so big and so strong, he could accidentally fall forward for 3 yards. I don't care how much you try to tackle him, but we got the extra point still to come for the Perry Panthers. Kicks up, plenty of leg off the back fence, and it is good. We have a 7-0 Perry Panther lead here around 8:42 to go until halftime.
Well, if you're green now, you got to answer. Perry went down the field methodically in that first quarter with Nasir Foster in the Wildcat, confused green. Obviously, when they bring Trey Harn back in, the traditional quarterback, things kind of settled down a little bit, but Trey Harn didn't throw the football. All he did was turn around and hand it off to his stable of running backs that he has behind him. And Perry looked really good on that drive, Jay.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you compare Perry's backfield with Jay Leno's garage, I'm going to tell you right now, man, they just got a bunch of dudes back there.
They do.
Just pick one. You know, Jay Leno is notoriously known for his car collection, hundreds and hundreds of them. And it seems the same way that Perry does that with running backs.
That is correct.
So 7-0 Panthers with 8:42 to go here until halftime. And they're going to go ahead and kick it back to the Green Bulldogs. And it's now the Bulldogs' turn to try to respond, as they've run their offense slower than I'm used to seeing. They've almost tried to go methodical when we're used to. Of course, they did that last week with Louisville. They started out real slow, and then they came out once they got a first down or two. They just put the pedal to the metal and just started go, 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 go. And I would expect that's going to come at some point in time here in this ball game as well. And that's going to be line drive right down the middle. It's going to be fielded at the 18, out to the 25, and he's going to rush it forward to the 30. And that's where the Green Bulldogs are going to start this drive, 1st and 10.
That was Cam Warner, one half of the Warner brothers that coined that last week.
Yep.
I didn't see any pregame shirts as they loved that nickname when I talked to both of them postgame last week. Loved it. You'd have thought that somebody by now would have said it to them. Maybe not.
Memorial Stadium is Warner Brothers Studio for the Green Bulldogs and that football team. So now we're going to go 1st and 10 for Tyson Hunka, going right to left. He's in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap and hand it off to Evan Reed, and he gets hit after 1 yard as Perry's doing a good job loading up that box. Is going to be 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Jeremiah Thomas scores from 3 yards out. West Branch now leads 20-0. Jay, look out if that West Branch offense gets rolling. That scoreboard's going to keep climbing.
Yeah, they're going to run out of number spots with that offense. So 2nd and 9 now from their own 31 for the Green Bulldogs, approaching the 8-minute mark of the second quarter as they trail Perry 7-0. Hunka in the shotgun, 3 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left, puts Evan Reed in motion, fires it right, and it's read like a book. Perry Panthers all over it, about a 4 to 5 yard loss on that play.
Jaden Wilson, the senior defensive back, Jay, he read that all night long, knew exactly what was coming, and Evan Reed looks to be a little shaken.
Looks like we have a flag on the play as well.
No, that's a weird colored flag.
That's a towel.
Yeah, that's not a flag.
I'm colorblind, my friend.
Well, that showed because that was not yellow.
It looked orangish yellow to me.
It was orange for sure. Came off of a Green Bulldog. The official picked it up, stuffed it in his pocket.
3rd and 14 now from their own 26. 5 wide. Hunka fakes the snap, fires it over the middle. Got a man wide open. Diving catch for the first down.
That was an amazing sprawling catch by Ben Bronick, the senior, 6'1", 185 pounds. Jay, he laid out and gave that everything he had in order to make that catch, and he was able to secure it to boot.
Big 3rd and 14.
Big conversion.
Big time. And that's going to bring them all the way out to their own 46, 1st and 10. And Hunka's going to stay in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he runs up to the line and doesn't know what to do with it, so they tackle him.
Yeah, he had Anthony McMichael III as his tailback, and Perry just all over Tyson Hunka. Knew he was trying to run it. They closed up every hole, every window, every gap, everything.
I'm going to say something.
Okay.
I appreciate the fact that you brought up the fact that he's the third, because I'm the third.
You are.
And I appreciate when
it
I
says
hear
it on
people
the
say,
roster.
Yeah, 100%. But some people try to skip it.
No.
So I appreciate the fact that you did that as
I got
from
you, my
one
friend.
third to another.
I got you, my friend.
Hunka in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back the pass, looking right. He's going to try to take the top off.
Into triple coverage.
Into triple coverage, but he threw that about 7 to 10 yards past anybody.
Yeah, it looked as if he didn't want to throw that pass. He didn't want to, but he was like, you know what? Let's take a chance.
And then he got happy feet, too.
Yeah, it's Evan Reed. He is very talented, but it now is a 3rd and 10, the ball on the 47. Jay, can Green get into Perry territory?
3rd and 10 from their own 47-yard line, 6:08 to go until halftime. Perry leads 7-0. 5 wide again on the shotgun for Tyson Hunka. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Got time. Now he doesn't. Rolling left. Fires it over the top. In and out of the hands of 2 Green receivers. Incomplete, and now Green has to make a decision.
Yeah, I mean, that was a difficult pass, and they're going to punt the football for sure. But in and out of the hands of not 1, but 2 receivers. It looked like Cole Metcalf was 1, and it looked like Aiden Rice was the 2nd. Not sure who the intended receiver was, but somebody could have caught that football.
So it's going to be 4th and 10 from their own 47, and they did bring on the punt unit. And again, personnel issues on the punt team.
Yeah, Green struggling right now. Coach Geist not happy at all, but Jay, that smell. Oh,
man, that's a booming punt. It's going to be fielded at the 15, and he's going to bounce it out to the left, but he's going to get maybe to the 19-yard line.
They brought us a little treat into the press box.
Well, they better bring more because there's about 80 people in this box.
There's a lot of us tonight in the Perry Visitors press box.
So,
but how about a shout out to Anthony McMichael III on that punt?
He's a heck of a punter,
an athlete,
man.
my
You don't
friend.
see too many. You don't see too many field goal kickers in high school. You see even less good punters, and he's really every time we've watched him and he's had to punt, he puts the boot on that thing, man.
It's got the perfect amount of spiral. It does everything he needs
Cuts
it to
through
do.
the wind. Yeah, I'm super impressed with the way he punts a football. So in the shotgun now, who do we got out there this time? Is that Nasir Foster again?
It is.
He's in the shotgun, puts Lemon in motion, and he's going to take off up the middle. He's got space, breaks one tackle, and then he's going to be pile-driven at the 38-yard line. Good Lord.
Yeah, he looks to be slow to get up, Jay. His head hit off that turf.
Oh, I mean, they turned him upside down, cleats in the air.
Pretty much a spine buster if you're a wrestling fan. That's pretty much what that move looked like. And, yeah, they're going to make Nasir Foster come off. He looks a little bit woozy, Jay.
Oh, and down he goes.
Yeah,
He
he
just
was
fell to the ground.
very woozy. His
Yeah.
head hit that turf really hard.
Yeah.
Helmets off, and this timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It is time to take time to bring a friend into the family. We're going to step away as they tend to Nasir Foster. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charchone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is high school football presented by Sarchone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back to Wakefield Stadium inside Perry High School. Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm. Nasir Foster able to get up and get off the field. Hopefully he is okay. Perry now with a 1st and 10 ball on the 38-yard line. Cameron Treharn in the shotgun. Jonathan Lemon behind him. Now he moves him to his left hip. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Treharn's going to take the snap, hands it to Lemon, and he is met immediately in the backfield as soon as he took the football. Down he goes. A host of Green Bulldogs on the tackle. And Jonathan Lemon gained nothing. He will lose a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. The ball on the 37-yard line. McKinley now leads Jackson 21-0. And West Branch leads Carrollton 27-0. Let's see what Perry has here. Treharn, empty shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. 2 up men on the line. Sends a man in motion. It's Lemon. Takes the snap, hands it to Lemon. Lemon trying to get to the outside, cuts it back. It's going to go to the 40, down inside the 30 to the 35. There is a flag on the field. And we've got 2 Green players slow to get up. Thankfully, both of them get to their feet. Let's see what this flag is. It's usually in the area of holding. And it is indeed holding on Perry. Penalty is on number 27, Caleb Lawhon, the senior fullback there on the play. So it is now, the ball will be placed. Let's see where they're going to spot it here. Ball is on the 27. Sets up a 2nd and 11. Or no, 2nd and 21, my apologies. 4:18 and counting left in the second quarter. Treharn in the shotgun. He's got all sorts of confusion on that one, and the officials blow it dead quick. Lots of movement, lots of pre-snap movement for sure. This is going to be a false start on Perry. It's going to back him up even more now. 2nd and 26. The ball is on the 22. 4:09 left in the second quarter. We are live from Wakefield Stadium inside Perry High School. Perry currently leads 7-0 over the Green Bulldogs. Second down here. Treharn now. Shotgun formation. He's got Lemon on his right hip. Switches it to his left hip. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Takes the snap. Hands it to Lemon. He is caught immediately in the backfield and dropped. Josh Taylor from the Bulldogs able to wrap him up and take him down. Another loss on the play. It is going to set up 3rd and 27. Ball on the 21. And what can Perry do here? They have gone backwards on 3 consecutive plays, setting up a 3rd down. 3:20 and counting left. Treharn in the shotgun. Will have a receiver on his right and his left. Lemon on his hip on his left. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Lemon again. Goes to the left side. Breaks a couple of tackles. Gets across the 25. He'll get tackled at about the 29. But that is definitely not going to be enough for the first down. So it'll be 4th down, and Perry will send in the punt unit. Great job there by the Green Bulldogs. They'll get the football back. They have 3 timeouts left. Perry with 2. Ben Bronick from Green is your deep man for Green, standing at his 40. Connor Shepard is the punter for Perry. Takes the snap. It is a high punt. It's going to hit at the 40 and takes a Green U-turn and goes out of bounds. My apologies. It was not Connor Shepard. It was Seth Green, the punter. And so Green now will get the football. 1st and 10, Jay. 2:27 left in the first half. If you're the Bulldogs, you have to get points on this possession.
Especially considering that Perry gets the ball first in the second half. You want to tie that ball game up and come out 0-0.
Absolutely. Perry went backwards on their possession, punted it to Green. Now, Green will get it. Hunka in the shotgun.
And he's got 3 receivers to his left, 2 up top to his right. Nobody in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, fires it over the middle. Got it to Evan Reed, out down to the 41-yard line, but in to Perry territory.
Yes, a great job there. Green running the hurry up here.
Straight back to the line of scrimmage. We know that's their strength because when they get running downhill, they become –
Evan Reed hobbling, Jay. We need to keep an eye on that. Evan Reed is hobbling a little bit. I think he may have twisted his ankle a little bit on that tackle.
He's going to stay out there, though, as he's going to be one of the 5 receivers. As Hunka's going to stay in that shotgun 5 wide. We're approaching the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz. He steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be slung down for the sack.
It's a great job by Tyson Hunka there to take the sack. Last week, he tried to force something and toss the ball up in the air, and there was 1 Green receiver and about 5 Louisville defensive backs, and they intercepted the football deep in their own territory. So a smart decision by Hunka. Take the sack and eat it. Still with 3 timeouts. 2nd and 12.
Right back to it. Incomplete. 3rd and 12.
Evan Reed was not expecting that football at all.
Minute 29 to go and here until halftime. 3rd and 12 for the Green Bulldogs as they are on the Perry 43-yard line. I would imagine this is going to be 4-down territory. You can get half now and half on 4th down.
You also have 3 timeouts to burn. You can't take them with you. You might as well use them.
So shotgun formation for Tyson Hunka. He's going to have 3 receivers to his left, 2 up top to the right. Hunka takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz again, steps up in the pocket, fires it over the middle. He had Evan Reed wide open, couldn't get it to him.
No, the pressure by Perry hit him as he threw it. shorted it by about 2-3 yards, Jay. But if Reed catches that ball, we're at almost a tie ball game.
Yeah, he had the angle on his defender, and he was out in front of him by about 2 or 3 steps. If Hunka could have hit him clean, that would have been a touchdown. But instead, it is 4th and 12, and they are leaving the offense out there on the football field. Hunka in the shotgun, staying 5 wide. Now he's going to back up and do the little pooch punt. High inside the 20, and it's going to bounce at the 15, and it's going to take a little bit of a bulldog roll down to the 12. So they must have looked, saw the defensive coverage, didn't like what they saw, so Hunka backed up and pooched it out of there.
And if you see it, Jay, Hunka put it high in the air, and a lot of the special teamers were out on the field for Perry. They're lucky that ball didn't hit them. That would have been a live football, and Green could have capitalized on a huge error.
And I think that's partially why a lot of high school teams do that. Green does it, or Louisville does it, because you try to catch them sleeping. Even if you decide to punt it, you catch them sleeping. Nobody's looking up. Some people are out there that aren't used to the coverage. But instead, it looks like, is that Treyharn back at the quarterback position? Man, they are giving us a workout tonight, and he's going to take the snap and hand it off to his running back, who goes up the middle, gains maybe 2 yards before he's tackled.
Well, last series it was Treyharn on all the plays at quarterback. Nasir Foster, good to see him back on the field, but Jay, he is headed off the field.
He hasn't been right since he got that.
Well, we got a timeout.
That must be on Green. Okay. So 2nd and 9 now. We're going to go ahead and keep it here with 1:03 to go until halftime. 2nd and 9 for Perry from their own 13 as they are backed up a little bit. Both teams now with 2 timeouts still remaining.
Well, this timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. As Jay said, we're going to keep it right here at Wakefield Stadium. Halftime coming up, Jay. We'll get all the scores in the area. We'll may have some stats, maybe some highlights. We'll get you all.
We have a highlight, probably.
Yeah, a highlight, unless something happens with 1:03 to go. But we'll get you all caught up here as Perry leads Green 7-0.
And both teams breaking the huddle with 1:03 to go. If you're Green, you'd love to try to get a turnover here, but the last thing you want to do is let anybody behind you. You don't want to give up the big play. That could be catastrophic because, again, Perry gets it first in the second half. Treyharn takes the snap, hands it off, and they're actually going to lose yard. And I would imagine there goes Geis sprinting. Man, he still got it. He calls the timeout.
He does, man. He was all over it, running to the official, getting the timeout. That was Caleb Hundley on the carry. He went backwards. 3rd now, 13. Ball on the 9, Jay. So if you're Green and you can stop Perry again, I can't imagine Perry's going to throw it this deep in their own end zone. You don't want a catastrophic event. You know you're getting the ball at halftime. They're going to run it. Green will burn their final timeout. Perry will punt, and then Green will have 0 timeouts and about probably 40 seconds to get down the field and try to tie the game. Do you like that at all from Coach Geis?
Yes, because we know that and it's going to be roughly half a field, maybe a little more than that. We know that if Tyson Hunka can get into a rhythm like a 3-point shooter, he can run downhill on you in a hurry. Mm-hmm. And sometimes he doesn't even need the timeouts.
That's true, because you get out of bounds or on a first down, the clock will stop while they reset the chains. We saw it last week with Green. Hunka didn't need much time to have
they didn't use the timeouts.
Yeah, and he had 2 bullet passes down the field, and they got down there in a hurry.
And if you remember, we were wondering why they weren't using the timeouts that late in the half, and then they did the long bomb over the top. And I'm like, well, that's why I'm up here, and they are down there. But here we go. Out of the timeout, 57 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 13 for the Panthers. They are on their own 9-yard line. And Treyharn's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to his back, who tries to get the left side. He does. And then he's going to be shoved out of bounds. Nope, they're going to say keep the clock moving. And then Green's going to call their final timeout. And it's going to be 4th down for the Perry Panthers, and we will see their punt unit as we come out of this timeout, which is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. And again, we're just going to keep it right here. Just 52 seconds to go until halftime. And the halftime show, we will send it back to the studio for a Jeff Mears news break, and then we will go over the scores from around the area. We will have our thoughts on the first half and what we expect to see moving forward in the second half.
I think Green is going to bring the house here.
I would.
I mean, the ball is on the 14, 4th and 8. I mean, if you're Green, I think you bring everyone and their brother. You bring the whole sideline if you can. Try to block this punt, get some momentum back on your side, because right now it is all Perry.
Yeah, and, you know, when you're that close to the end zone, if you can get to the punter, you never know what can happen. Heck, you could recover that thing in the end zone.
Ben Bronick going to be the return guy for Green, Jay. He's standing at Perry's 45.
And Perry's got their heels inside their own end zone. And there's the snap. He gets the punt away. It's shanked off to the left. And it's going to take a Green bounce.
They're going to get a personal foul. The kicker is hurt. He drilled the punter. He got him. Punter slow to get up with a little bit of a limp. That's Seth Green. But it is going to be a personal foul, roughing the kicker call against the Bulldogs.
Geis is not happy. He is livid at the referees right now. Something happened during that punt that he didn't like. This is the reason why it shouldn't have been called, but I didn't see it, so no. I don't know. I was watching the play unfold on the back end, but
he's giving him an earful there on the sidelines. Are they saying that it was partially blocked? Is that what Coach Geis is saying? That's why the roughing the penalty wouldn't happen?
And that's why it was so bad off of the foot.
That would make sense.
Because it did come off like a wounded duck. But nonetheless, he's not going to be able to change their minds.
Nasir Foster now sporting the Guardian helmet. Good to see.
Yeah. And they're going to go ahead, and Perry's going to down the football 2 times and send it to halftime with the lead, and they'll get the football when they come out from halftime. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Like I said, they're just going to let this clock run out on the first half. They're going to have to down it one more time.
No, they won't, Jay. They're heading off the field.
Oh,
they didn't reset. They never reset the play clock.
They did. They just never started it.
Oh, that's fair.
But does it really matter if we know what they're going to do?
Correct.
So that's going to be the end of the first half here at Wakefield Stadium as the Perry Panthers lead the Green Bulldogs 7-0. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarchone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for quality glass and mirror work you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror in Canton, we handle it all, residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements to custom glass and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we live by one promise. If we won't put it in our home, we won't put it in yours. Call today, 330-478-0075. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or stop by at 1857 Whipple Avenue Northwest in Canton.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. A Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
Looking for quality glass and mirror work you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror in Canton, we handle it all, residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements to custom glass and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we live by one promise. If we won't put it in our home, we won't put it in yours. Call today, 330-478-0075. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or stop by at 1857 Whipple Avenue Northwest in Canton.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium, it's halftime as the Panthers lead the Bulldogs. And we're going to go ahead and send it back to the studio for a Jeff Mears news break.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of Q92 News. Union employees at Metallus are scheduled to vote on a tentative contract with the Canton-based steelmaker October 30th. United Steelworkers Local 1123 represents 1,200 employees at the company's Canton operations. The union and Metallus announced the tentative 4-year agreement earlier this month. Details were not released. The current contract was set to expire September 22nd, but was extended through October 15th as negotiations continued. A fourth man is charged in a home invasion. 43-year-old Ricky Lee Martin of Canton was arrested in Bainbridge Township and charged with complicity. An Amish man in Geauga County's Middlefield Township told police 3 men had entered his home, robbed him, assaulted him and his 8-year-old son with a stun gun, and took the boy hostage. The child was able to escape. 44-year-old William Hatfield of Maslin and 36-year-old Randall Cromer of Doylestown were apprehended on kidnapping charges at a Canton home Wednesday. 33-year-old Bradford Hosler was arrested in Canton Saturday. He is charged with kidnapping, aggravated robbery, and aggravated burglary. The repository reports the Stark County Board of Elections will tighten ballot proofing after erroneous absentee ballots were sent to 58 voters. Some voters not in the Maslin Public Library District were sent ballots containing a replacement library levy. They were informed their votes on the issue would not be counted. Some voters in the Canton Local School District received ballots for school board with no candidates listed. There are 3 candidates running for 3 seats. Affected voters will be sent new ballots. A Stark County grand jury has indicted a man on child sex charges. 24-year-old Joshua Barnes of Jackson Township is charged with 2 counts of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. The indictment was issued in May, and he was arrested Wednesday. Barnes was arraigned today in common pleas court. He posted bond and was released from the county jail. Barnes allegedly took part in sexual conduct with a girl who was at least 13 years old, but under the age of 16. The activity occurred between October 2023 and April 2024. A pretrial hearing is scheduled for October 27th. Robertson Heating Supply has begun expansion of its distribution center in Alliance. A groundbreaking ceremony recently took place for the 93,000 square foot addition. It will be located at Robertson's headquarters on West Main Street. The new facility will serve as a warehouse and storage space and have 24 additional loading docks. Completion is expected by December 2026. The financial operations and procedures of Perry Township's fiscal office are the subject of an independent review. Trustees agreed to pay attorney Julie Jack Meades to conduct the investigation. The cost will be $10,000. According to the repository, fiscal officer Craig Chesler believes the probe is retaliation for his criticism of the board. In April, trustees gave pay raises to road department employees and issued health savings account cards to township workers. Chesler has served as fiscal officer for 6 years and says he's had clean audits and balanced budgets. Trustees did not cite specifics related to any wrongdoing or mismanagement by the fiscal office or Chesler. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcasts again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
An East Liverpool man who allegedly used knives to attack a man in the city August 23rd has appeared in court. 27-year-old Grant Goodballet was in Columbiana County Common Pleas Court Tuesday for arraignment. He was indicted on charges of felonious assault, intimidation, and domestic violence for 3 separate incidents. Goodballet is accused of swinging knives at a man on Bank Street. The victim suffered multiple cuts. Goodballet also allegedly called a woman September 21st and told her he would kill the assault victim and his children if he didn't drop charges. Good Ballet is accused of pulling a woman's hair while she was driving and throwing a lit cigarette at her in East Liverpool July 21st. A preliminary hearing is set for October 23rd. The Highway Patrol continues to investigate a Thursday crash in Canfield Township that took the life of one of their troopers. Around noon, 40-year-old Nicholas Caton responded to Route 11 to assist a disabled semi in the northbound lanes. The truck's driver had struck an object in the road. Caton was in his cruiser with his emergency lights on when another semi rear-ended his vehicle. The collision sent the cruiser into the disabled truck, hitting the driver. Caton died at the scene. The disabled truck's driver, 65-year-old Nelson Vasquez of Florida, was flown to a local hospital. His condition was not available. The other driver, 35-year-old Ryan Rock of Canfield, was not injured. A Mahoning County Common Pleas Court jury has found a woman guilty of unlawful restraint, child endangering, and domestic violence, but acquitted her of kidnapping. The verdicts were issued Thursday in the case of 51-year-old Stacy Gilmore of Youngstown. The charges were filed after she was arrested by Boardman police in 2023. Gilmore was accused of kidnapping a 5-year-old child. They were removed from her home by Children's Services after they discovered evidence of abuse. Sentencing is scheduled for December 2nd. It's off to jail for a Warren woman convicted in connection with a shooting. 33-year-old Lucretia Green was sentenced Tuesday by Trumbull County Common Pleas Judge Ronald Rice to 2 years behind bars. She pleaded guilty to 1 count of improper discharge of a firearm on or near a prohibited premises, which included a gun specification. The charge resulted from a March 29th incident at a bar on Elm Road Northeast in Howland Township. Green opened fire following an argument with 2 people in the parking lot. A vehicle was struck by bullets. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly cloudy and cool, a low of 47. Mostly cloudy skies to start your Saturday, gradually becoming sunny with a high near 77. Saturday night, another chance for showers, mostly cloudy with a low dipping to 62. Sunday, showers and thunderstorms possible during the afternoon, a high of 71. Monday, mostly sunny with a chance of morning showers, a high of 60. For Q92 News, I'm Jeff Mears.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry as the Panthers lead the Green Bulldogs 7-0. We are at halftime, and the Green Band is finishing up their portion of the show. And the Perry Panther Band making their way out onto the field to give us their show. And now it's time to toss it over to my buddy Mike Voorhees for the scoreboard.
Let's jump right into it. Obviously, Perry leads Green 7-0 at halftime. Fairless leads Northwest, that same score, 7-0. Fairless over Northwest. Alliance leads Minerva 28-0. Garraway leads Sandy Valley 49-0. Glen Oak leads Mansfield 9-6. Field goal battle going on there. Triway over Canton Central Catholic 7-0. Lake and Hoover tied at 14. Canton South leads Tuslaw 21-7. Maslin leads Warren Harding 21-3. McKinley leads Jackson 21-3. Mogador over St. Thomas Aquinas 33-0. And Salem leads Marlington 27-6. Jay, those are my scores, and I am sticking to them.
And we're going to go ahead and send it out to another commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the first half. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN. When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
This is head coach Spencer Lino from the Perry Panthers. You're listening to High School Football on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
We're back at Wakefield Stadium. It's halftime as the Perry Panthers lead the Green Bulldogs 7-0. Mike, the last two times we've been to this stadium, offense in the first half has been at a premium.
Yeah.
It was 0-0 at halftime when we were here for the Austintown-Fitch game.
Yep.
It is 7-0 here.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap the first half with the abundance of highlights.
I like where you're going with this.
That we have.
All right, let's hear it.
The first quarter. 0-0.
Man.
I got no highlights.
Okay.
I mean, there were probably highlights. But here we do the scoring
we didn't,
highlights.
We didn't do any. We didn't have any scores. No.
Second quarter, long, methodical, Perry Panther drive, doing what they like to do, put the ball in the hands of their bruisers, and it ended with Shepard from 3 yards out. Shotgun formation for Perry. Takes the snap, hands it off to Connor Shepard, who just walks over everybody in for the touchdown for the Perry Panthers. And that's all I got.
The extra point was bombed to the roof of the concession stand.
Yes, it was.
So Perry leads 7-0, Jay. What did you think of the first half? obviously scoring at a premium, but what did you think of the game overall?
I think the game is exactly how Perry wanted it to be. They want it to be low scoring. They want to control the line of scrimmage. They want to control the clock, and they just want to wear you down. And they got to do that in the first half. Green likes to spread it out, raise that scoreboard up, and they got to do none of that.
Yeah, it looked like the defense as the defense for the Perry Panthers has honed in on Tyson Hunka. They've got their eyes on Evan Reed. If Green is going to win this football game, Jay, they are going to have to methodically get the ball down the field. But they're going to have to do it, I think, with the passing game because Perry has pretty much taken away the Green running game.
Yeah, you usually want to open up the pass by establishing the run, which is what they did against Louisville last week. We got to see them, they came out slow, but they were running the football. And then once that was established, they took the shackles off of Hunka, and he did everything down Louisville's throat. And I think that they are going to, because Perry's defense has so much honed in on Hunka in that running game, they're going to have to get him out on play action and get him moving.
Well, and we saw it too last week. It was a tale of two halves. I mean, Louisville and Green tied at 14 when they went into the halftime. And then Green came out and just put the pedal down and shut Louisville down and out in that second half, and they won 27-14. Perry, on the other hand, I think they're doing exactly like you said, what they wanted to do. They're going to run the football. They're going to grind you. They're going to slow this game almost to a screeching halt. Shout out to their offensive line. They are getting movement, but they're just not getting first downs. The one scoring play was after a very long, methodical drive of probably 10-plus plays, finally get into the end zone.
And don't forget that beautiful catch by Nasir Foster on a big third down play. I believe it was either on third down or fourth down. But they have the ability to throw the football down the field, so you have to be respectful of that.
Well, and you saw Nasir Foster. Obviously, he'd played Wildcat quarterback in the first quarter, kind of shocked us all. And then he took a wicked tackle as a runner and then hit his head on the turf. And
yeah, they turned him upside down.
He left for a couple plays, came back, and now he's sporting the Guardian helmet to kind of help and protect him, which is phenomenal. So hopefully I'm hoping we'll see a lot of him in the second half because offensively, he's got speed to burn. You get him the ball on the outside, he's gone.
Do you think that if he takes a shot like that, if he has to go from no Guardian to a Guardian, should he even be in the game?
I think if he's looking at it from a safety standpoint, now I know that this isn't the NFL, and I don't think there's a neurologist down on the sideline that's able to do the concussion protocol.
Sure.
Obviously, it's up to the coaches to make sure that he's able to function properly and there's no delay. There's no nothing. If he's able to be fine, maybe he just had his bell rung and then maybe it scared him a little bit, and that's why he put the Guardian helmet on to kind of protect him a little bit more. Let's hope. I would hope that they're not just going to throw him out there just because. That would be awful.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Well, Jay, we got about 3 minutes, 25 seconds left. Obviously they're going to add some time because neither team is back on the field yet. I'm going to call this segment Story Time with Jay. Now,
we need to talk about something, Mike.
Yeah, do we?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
do. So I'm going to let our listeners know that pregame, once both teams are out and Mike has gotten his coaches' interviews, he's allowed to be. It's part of the job.
I have a sideline pass.
He's got an unofficial pass that we made at Kiko's down the street. He's out on the field during warm-ups, and he's getting pictures for our social media and for our websites and stuff like that, which he does every week, and he does a great job of it. Mike, you do a great job.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that, sir. Where is this going?
However, I was up here in the box. I had everything ready, so I was able to kind of watch what's going on down on the field level.
And I had the window open.
Yeah, and I got the window open so I could see and feel it all. I can see you walking. And I'm like, okay, he's headed up to the press box. And you, my friend, did the cardinal sin and looked down at your phone on a football field full of padded and helmeted humans. And there were two occasions. One, the first one, you almost got absolutely lit up like a Christmas tree, and I flinched because I love you to death, but everything in my core wanted that to happen.
Oh my goodness! Wow. So yeah, I
Tell us
had-
what the coaches said to you.
I had
Mike.
a feeling that
5 years
you
you've
were
been
gonna
doing
bring
this.
Yeah,
Tell us what the
that's-
coaches said.
That's probably the closest I've ever come to getting drilled, except for a time when I was with my broadcast partner at the time, Ryan Keller. We were at a playoff game, and I was standing on the white line on the sideline getting a couple pictures, and I had a receiver probably as close as you and I are in the booth together. He was literally going to take my head off. He was able to stop and cut to the right, so he didn't knock me out. However, one of the coaches for Perry said, "Young man, this is a football field. You need to have your head on a swivel at all times." He said, "You are lucky you aren't leaving in an ambulance."
That was close.
I concur.
The first one
Yeah,
was closer than the
first
second one.
Was the first. I mean, I felt him go by, and I was like, "Oh boy." So what? I won't defend myself because obviously there isn't really much of a defense here.
Hey, forget you getting hurt. What if?
Oh, I know. If I cause a player to get hurt, I think Q92 is calling me in the office on Monday morning, and we're having a serious.
I don't even think
conversation.
they're waiting until Monday.
That's probably not. That might
Harry's
be a-
probably just like, you know what? He can handle it himself. We're gonna.
So I will say, so when I take pictures, I like to crop them and I like to make sure that they look good.
Sure. Yeah.
And that is what I was doing. And I should have waited and I should have done it at a later time, and I didn't. And sometimes my OCD of getting things done exactly when they need to get done, in my eyes, bit me right in the derriere, so to speak. I am thankful I am alive. I am well. I did not get hit, but it came close. Not once, but twice. I've learned my lesson. The
Yeah.
phone's going to stay in my pocket when I'm walking across the field. I don't want to get hit.
I'm going to offer you something.
Yeah.
You have a seat next to me in the press box everywhere we go.
Yep, I do.
You can come up here. You can sit down in the safe space that is, and then you can start your
And-
crop. Because by the time you get up here, we got a good 15 minutes before we got to go live for the pregame show anyway.
Correct. So that was story time with Jay Wilhelm III.
Yeah.
Pointing out my flaws and making sure to keep me in line. He cares about my safety and well-being, and I appreciate
hey,
that.
Yeah, I do. But remember, I was rooting for the smoke job to actually happen.
I don't even want to think about what that would have felt like.
No.
had
I'm going
I
to tell you
got
right
run
now,
over.
everybody that listens remembered my story from the last time we were here.
Yep.
Which almost was my demise.
Yep.
We got to do better as a collective unit, my friend, because 2 visits to Wakefield Stadium, both of us almost went out on the stretcher.
That is
Our collective is not great inside
that
these
is
walls.
Absolutely correct. So we're about 2 minutes before the start of the third quarter. Jay, a couple of updates. Northwest has tied the football game against Fairless. Joey Madure, a 5-yard touchdown run. Lake Hoover still tied at 14. And, yeah, the teams are getting it stretched out. About 1:30 to go here to start the third quarter.
What do you want to see out of Green for them to get back into this football game?
Mental mistakes have to stop.
Yeah, there's been a lot of those.
We know that before we get into that, we know before halftime even officially started, Coach Geis.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Walking down the sideline with the official, barking at the official. He was very frustrated and angry about a penalty called on what they thought was a blocked punt, which would negate the roughing the punter penalty. However, the refs didn't see it that way. And I think Coach Geis was very frustrated. And then there was another instance where the clock should have stopped. It did not. They kept it running. He was forced to burn a timeout that he didn't want to burn. He made sure to give those officials a nice little talking to, I guess.
Well, because if that roughing the punter doesn't happen, they're starting that drive with 52 seconds left until halftime.
On the 30.
On the 30 of Perry.
Yeah, because the punt was
something happened to that punt.
The punt was not a good punt. So if he got a hand on it, a finger on it, whatever, the punt was shanked.
Yeah.
And I understand that Green was frustrated. I get it. I'd be frustrated too.
Yeah.
But if you're – so now we move into the tale of two halves here. Which team is going to come out and make the adjustments? Green has to get momentum on offense. They're going to start on defense as Perry will get the ball to start the third
They're going to
quarter.
have to put together a long offensive drive to give their defense time to rest.
Yeah, their defense has been on the field an awful lot tonight.
And offensively, I don't think you can wait any longer. I think you just hand Hunka the keys to the Ferrari and say, have at it.
Just don't crash it.
Go.
Right, just don't crash it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens exactly here.
Both teams are done with their halftime warm-ups and getting their final instructions on the sidelines. Again, Green will kick it off to the Perry Panthers, who deferred the opening kick to the second half. And Perry is out there, and they are ready to return. They got two guys back deep, standing at about their 5 to 10 yard line. And now come the Bulldogs.
Nasir Foster and Jonathan Lemon are the deep men for
Green. Sets up their tee not on the center X like you're used to seeing, but on the left hash mark, which is a little different.
Interesting.
Most
And
kickers put it on the X.
And what has Perry done? Perry has now cheated their return team to that same side. Could we see a little trickeration here from the Green Bulldogs?
If you're coming out like this and Perry is already set up for the onside kick, I don't know how much of a trick it is because we see it coming unless they plan on doing something different.
Well, it won't be
won't be a surprise.
Perry is lined up at about the 47 to 48 yard line. They're ready to go, but now Green spreading it out. Perry going to spread it out as well. And the third quarter is set to begin.
And here we go. We got it teed up. Refs out of the way. And again, they're going to keep that ball teed up on the left hash mark instead of the center X. And he's approaching it. And he line drives it straight down the middle. It's going to be fielded at the 5. Out to the 20, to the 25, and he's going to be tripped up at the 26-yard line. And that's where the Panthers are going to start 1st and 10.
Jonathan Lemon was submarined on that stop. He went airborne and landed. So great job there by the Green Bulldog special team, stopping Lemon. We know Lemon has some speed to burn.
So let's see here. Let's play quarterback bingo. And it looks like Trey Harn is leading the huddle out onto the field. And let's see if he stays there or keeps on running. And he's going to stay in the shotgun formation. Nope. He's going to inch his way over. Lino, you and I are going to have to talk after this, my friend. And they have Nasir Foster in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to each side. He's going to take the snap and run it straight up the middle. And he's going to get maybe 2 yards out of that. They're going to give him 2. So that's going to be 2nd down and 8 now from their own 27-yard line. My fault.
You got to love it here, Coach Lino, keeping us in the dark here. It looked like Trey Harn was going to be under center, and then he slowly started 2-stepping down as a receiver.
Gotcha.
And Nasir Foster is your quarterback, Wildcat style.
So 2nd and 8 from their own 28-yard line. They lead 7-0. 4 wide again for Nasir Foster. In the shotgun, no running backs in the backfield with him. He puts Lemon in motion. Fakes the handoff to Lemon, drops back to pass. We're seeing a bomb down the middle, and he's got his man at the 30.
Jaden Wilson, the 6'3 senior, and he mossed him. Took the football away from the Green defender. That was Jaden Hall on the coverage, and he had pretty good coverage, Jay.
But Nasir Foster with a true long bomb down the middle as they move in to Green territory, down to the Green 28-yard line as they have flipped that field.
Trey Harn again.
We got Nasir Foster in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 up top to the left. Puts a man in motion, brings Lemon in the backfield with him. Foster takes the snap, hands it off to Jonathan Lemon, who gets corralled down after a 2-yard gain.
Great job there. Tackle made by number 27, Josh Taylor, the senior defensive lineman. We've said his name quite a bit. He has spent most of his evening in the Perry backfield.
So 2nd and 9. It was a 1-yard gain for the Panthers from the green 27-yard line. 10-10 to go here in the third quarter. Perry with the football as they got the kickoff to open the second half, already leading 7-0 and marching it down the field. Nasir Foster in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. He puts Lemon in motion again. Fakes the handoff to Lemon, who comes across the front of him, takes it off to the right side. Nasir Foster with another 2-yard gain before he's brought down.
And there's that man again, number 27, Josh Taylor, joined by Dario Lombardi.
3rd and 6 for the Perry Panthers. You would have to think this is also 4-down territory for Perry as they are on the green 24-yard line. And looking over to the sideline, it's going to be Nasir Foster as of right now. This time he's going to have Jonathan Lemon in the backfield behind him. Receiver to each side out wide. Takes the snap, hands it off to Lemon, who goes straight up the middle. He's churning those legs down to about the 21-yard line, and that's going to be about 2 to 3 yards short. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, different crew comes in, including Caleb Hundley and Connor Shepard.
Here comes the beef.
And also number 45, Michael DeSantis. So you expect a run here on 4th and 3. Ball's on the 21, just outside the RG Drage red zone.
Yeah, 4th and 3, I would expect a run because now they have Jonathan Lemon at quarterback in the shotgun. And Connor Shepard's going to get the handoff, and he's going to run it easily 3 yards. Gets into the secondary, still churning inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. That's going to be a Panther first down as they have officially entered the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag.
I mean, Connor Shepard is that man, able to just churn them legs and take bodies with him. He is not easy to tackle, and he showed it right there.
So 1st and 10 for the Perry Panthers on the green 14-yard line. 8:10 to go here in the third quarter. Jonathan Lemon in the shotgun. Takes the snap. This time he's going to run it himself. Cuts it up the middle of the left side, and he's going to be swarmed, and his legs bent weird.
Yeah, he got tackled funny, but pops right up. Seems to be okay.
Thank goodness. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 9 as they got 1 yard on the carry there as we are now under 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Perry knocking on the door, trying to turn this into a 2-possession ball game. And at that point, with as much clock as the Perry offense can eat up, it's time to spin it if you're Tyson Hunka, especially if you fall down by 2 scores. And Nasir Foster is back in the shotgun at quarterback, and he's got Lemon on his right hip. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself up the right side, cuts it inside, dives forward, keeps his feet inside the 5 to the 4-yard line.
Nasir Foster, what balance, Jay. Able
Great
to
balance.
keep it up. He checks out. Connor Shepard checks in. I wonder what's coming, Jay.
It is 1st and goal from the 4. And I would imagine big boy football is fitting to happen.
Will it be Hundley? Will it be Shepard? Will it be Lemon? Lemon's going to play quarterback.
He's got 2 backs behind him. Big boys, no receivers out wide. And they're going to hand it off to Connor Shepard. Goes up the left side, and he gets maybe a yard. Doesn't look like they're going to give him forward progress at all, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 4.
Great job by the Green Bulldog defense, able to stop Shepard. They're going to give him a 1-yard gain, maybe. No, they're going to say nothing.
Nothing. 2nd and goal from the 4. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. Perry taking their good old time, and that defense for Green starting to put hands on hips.
They're a little winded, a little gassed.
So shotgun formation, it's going to be Lemon again, and he's got Shepard on his right hip. And Hundley on his left. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Lemon following his blockers. Cuts it back to the right side. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Lemon did everything right there. Took the snap, waited for the hole to open, and he went into the end zone untouched from 4 yards out. Perry now leads 13-0 in the all-important extra point.
Extra. Read all about it. 13-0. Perry Panthers.
Price to Stefano.
De Stefano. Kicks up. Plenty of leg. And it is good. It's 14-0 Panthers.
Great job there by Perry to just chew up a ton of clock, walk down the field. And
half the third quarter's gone now. So if you're Green, you have to have a long, sustained offensive drive because your defense needs a break.
Yeah, your offensive team needs to stay on the field for a while.
So it's 14-0. Panthers on top of the Green Bulldogs. And I'm going to tell you right now, the most impressive part of all of this is the Perry defense holding this kind of an offense for Green halfway through the third quarter. No score. And I don't even think Green's been inside the red zone yet tonight.
That would be correct, sir.
We're going to see what kind of halftime adjustments the Green offense has made, as this is going to be their first possession of the second half, and Perry is going to tee it up on the middle X.
As well they should. That's normal, correct?
Normal. What's normal these days? So here we go. Evan Reed back deep for the Green Bulldogs, along with a few more gentlemen who have now fanned out a little bit more. And the ball is teed up. And it's going to be line drive down the left side, and it's going to be fielded at the 11. Out to the 20. He's got space. Evan Reed to the 41, man to beat. He's got him. 30, 20, house call, Evan Reed.
And that is why you don't want to kick the football to Evan Reed. He had plenty of space, and he just took the kickoff back for a touchdown. But, Jay, that could be bad news because now the Green defense has to come back on the field after that long drive.
I'm going to tell you right now, there is no bad news on a kickoff return for a touchdown. They're just unfortunately going to have to suck it up and use that momentum to find something deep.
Evan Reed, 90-yard kick return for a touchdown.
Extra point still to come for the Green Bulldogs. And it is up. Plenty of leg as both of these kickers have one, and it's good as Green strikes back very quickly and much needed. 14-7.
Absolutely. Now let's see what happens for Perry. Methodical drive could be coming. Green's defense is tired.
5:53 to go here in the third quarter, and it is official. Both teams are on the scoreboard. And let's see how Perry responds and how the Green defense responds. Is that enough to put a fire in their belly to dig deep and stop this Perry offense, who have just seemed to do whatever they've wanted the last couple drives?
Well, if you're Coach Lino, you're going to stick to what has been working for you.
100%.
Hand the football off, continue to chew clock. Because guess what? Green is tired.
Adrenaline's got to kick in when you're right back in a football game. That has to matter for something. Hey, we got a helicopter here. Did Matt McGall show up or something?
And he might have. There's the chopper. Could be Fox 8.
Matt, if you're listening, since you didn't go anywhere tonight.
Now, supposedly. He could be somewhere.
They decided to follow your partner.
Yeah, they followed me. We got a chopper swinging above Wakefield Stadium here in Perry High School.
So Green's got it teed up again on that left hash. But they're fanning out for a normal kickoff. Perry's got two guys back deep, standing at about their 12 and their 15-yard line. And it's going to be pooched right up the middle, and it's bouncing around at the 25. It's going to be fielded cleanly. Out to the 35. Cuts it back up to the 40. Out to the 50, and he's going to be tackled last second.
Jonathan Lemon. He's got speed to burn, and you do not want him to pick it up with a full head of steam, which is what he did. Green able to stop him, but not until he gets the ball to midfield, Jay.
They're going to start this drive right at the 50-yard line. 5:47 to go here in the third quarter. Perry, 14. Green, 7. Green 7 came off of a 90-yard kick return for a touchdown by Evan Reed. Their offense not doing much. Both Perry touchdowns have come from long, drawn-out, methodical drives. Nasir Foster hands it off to Lemon. It's a double reverse. Flea flicker. He's got Nasir at the 30, to the 20, 10-5. Perry walks into the touchdown.
You got to watch the trickeration. My goodness. Uh-oh. And we got a flag down, Jay, during the celebration. You know what that means. Nasir Foster takes the pass from Jaden Wilson for the touchdown. Well done. Nasir Foster from Jaden Wilson, 50 yards on the double reverse pass. You don't hear that one very much.
Touchdown is good. After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 17. That penalty will be enforced.
Does it really matter?
Nasir Foster hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct, most likely for taunting.
Yeah. 100%.
After scoring the touchdown. DiStefano on for the extra point.
And the kick is up. Plenty of leg, and it is good. It is now 21-7. Perry on top, as they responded very, very quickly to that Green kickoff return. I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Taunting is 15 yards. It's supposed to be this terrible penalty that you don't ever want to do, yet nothing ever comes of the 15 yards because it's on a kickoff. I mean, yeah, you might get it deep. You might get it in the end zone. Most of the time it's a touchback. Did it really do any damage? Does it really deter the kids from doing it? At any level. At any level.
Lake leads Hoover, Jay, 20-14.
That's a good one. We knew that was going to be a good one. And just like that, fireworks on offense.
It's funny
special
that
teams.
The chopper shows up and we get some scoring.
Hey, why don't
We've had a lot of scoring in a short amount of time.
Yeah. We went from 7-0 to 21-7 in 6 minutes of game time.
Yeah.
So now it's Green's turn. The difference is I don't know that you can hang your hat on another kickoff return for a touchdown because they're probably going to keep it away from Evan Reed now.
Absolutely.
And the offense has not shown much tonight, whereas Perry's just kind of doing whatever they want.
Again, agreed, 100%. We've had 3 scores in about a minute and 30 seconds of football.
Yep. We had the long drive, half of the third quarter punched in by Perry, and then the kickoff return by Evan Reed for Green, and then a one-play drive from the 50 on a Nasir Foster 50-yard touchdown catch on a double reverse. Extra points were good, and we're sitting at 21-0 with 5:36 to go here in the third quarter. And this time they flip Evan Reed to the right side just in case they think he was sitting on the left like he was before.
Here we go.
So they're playing a little bit of mind games. Let's see if anybody catches it. And it's going to be driven to the left side this time, fielded by the up back at the 35, out to the 40, to the 41, to the 42-yard line. And that's where it's going to be whistled dead after a big pile push. But good starting field position for the Green Bulldogs.
Absolutely. It was number 13, Ben Bronick, the up man on the return. So you had McMichael the third and Evan Reed back deep. They flopped them, hoping that Perry would kick to Reed again. They were like, we're not making that mistake again.
We're not even going to kick it deep. Forget sides.
Short kick. A shorty kick, and now let's see what this Green offense can do, trailing by 2 scores.
First time out on the field here in the second half. Tyson Hunka in the shotgun. He's going to have Evan Reed on his right hip in the backfield with him. 3 receivers down here to the left. 1 up top to the right. Hunka takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, run it up the right side, got space. Out to the 45, to the 47, to the 48-yard line. Good first down gain there by the Bulldogs.
Matt McGaw has messaged me, and he says he sends 2 emojis, the helicopter emoji and then the big cartoon eyes.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. McGaw. I appreciate you, my friend.
All right.
So it could have been him. It could be him. He's still kind of floating around.
If he propels down from that helicopter, I'm out of here.
Dude, that might be the coolest thing I'd ever see. We might just end the stream and go home.
2nd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Back in the shotgun. I got McMichael with him in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to hand it off. Or no, he's going to keep it. Hunka coming up the left side. Got the corner down to the 40. He's got the first down and in to Perry territory.
Nasir Foster on the tackle for Perry.
Looks like Geis did hand him the keys.
Geis said,
right now,
please don't wreck the Ferrari.
And Hunka so far has moved the chains and got the Bulldogs into Perry territory for the first time in a while.
McKinley extends their lead, now leading Jackson 27-3, Jay.
Hunka takes the snap, fakes the handoff, tries to fire it to the right side, and it is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Cole Metcalf, the intended receiver for the Bulldogs. He was open, but the defensive line of Perry able to swat it down and make it an incomplete pass. I like the offense right now. Hunka seems to be in control, gets the play at the line, and sees what's going on.
Yeah, I think he would prefer them to hurry the play calling in because that seems to be working. And he's going to take the snap. He's going to run it up the left side. Spin move up the middle. And then he slides down at the 31, and he comes up a little gimpy. He must have felt something to where he had to stop, and that is not something that you want to see if you're a Green Bulldog.
Seems to be okay.
And that brings up 3rd and 3. That was an odd slide there at the end for almost no reason. Hunka takes the snap, hands it off to Evan Reed, who bounces his way up the left side, and then he's going to be turned backwards. But I think it's enough, and it is for the Bulldog first down.
Evan Reed, and yeah, you could tell Tyson Hunka messing with his socks, making sure that his legs are protected.
So 1st and 10 for Green from the Perry 29-yard line. 3:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Perry leads 21-7 after some fireworks halfway through the 3rd quarter. Hunka takes the snap, hands it off to Evan Reed again, and he is running people over inside the Perry 25.
That was Michael DeSantis, the senior linebacker, and it was like a Mack truck met a building.
And the only thing he saw was that chopper way up ahead. 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's now 2nd and 6 for the Green Bulldogs, as this is probably their most sustained drive of the night so far, as they are moving into Perry territory, sitting 2nd and 6 from the Perry 25-yard line. And again,
Green
I think this is a detriment to what Hunka likes to do, as they're letting that Perry defense get set. But here we come to get the play from the sideline. Evan Reed on the left hip of Hunka in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, looking left, fires it over the middle. Got his man wide open. Evan Reed, touchdown.
Wow. 25-yard.
Defender fell at the 7.
Touchdown pass from Hunka to Evan Reed. And this one, folks, is far from over.
Extra point still to come. Green's offense needed that more than they needed anything, just to show that they could move the football down the field and into the end zone. The extra point is up, and it is good. It is now 21-14 as Green keeping it close.
Well, and this 3rd quarter has been explosive, to say the least. Like a stick of dynamite has gone off, and these offenses now and the special teams. Everybody's awake now. It's the cool air. Everybody is awake.
Yeah, we came into the second half. It was 7-0 Perry, and then they took half of the third quarter away from everybody. A long drive down, and then Lemon popped it in from 4 yards out to make it 14-0, and then that's when chaos began. The ensuing kickoff, Evan Reed, 90 yards for the touchdown. One-play drive, the very next play for the Perry Panthers, Nasir Foster, 50-yard touchdown catch. And then Green gets the ball back, and a 30-yard touchdown catch for Evan Reed from Tyson Hunka. And we're sitting at 21-14, and Green is going to kick it back to Perry. The question is, can the Green defense come up with a stop?
Well, again, you've got two speedsters back deep for Perry and Lemon and Nasir Foster. If you're Green, I don't want to put it in their hands.
No, just like Perry didn't want to put it in Evan Reed's hands, because when they did, the tutty happened. So we got it teed up, and Green's ready to kick it back to the Perry Panthers with 2:32 still remaining here in the third quarter. And we got some line shifts going on for the Green kickoff team. Now we're ready. And they're going to kick it deep. It's going to be fielded at about the 7, out to the 20, to the 25, and he slips at the 28-yard line. And 1st and 10 for the Perry Panthers. That was Nasir Foster on the return.
I wonder if Tyson Hunka slipped and just
that was
went
at the exact same spot
and just went into that slide. So obviously when the temperature cools off, and that turf is going to get slick.
Yeah.
And I think that may have been what happened to Hunka. I think he just slipped and went down into the slide.
Almost right in the exact same spot that Hunka did it.
It is.
So Perry's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 28. Say 28-yard line.
28 sounds good to me.
And is that Trey Harn in the shotgun?
Trey Harn in the shotgun.
And he's got Connor Shepard in the backfield with him, 2 receivers to the left. And he's going to drop back to pass, fire it to the left side immediately to Nasir Foster. And he gets out to the 40, and an open field tackle saves a touchdown. But that's going to be a Panther first down.
Looked to be a little bit of confusion on the Green defense there. Only one defender for 2 receivers out on that far side. Nasir Foster, one move away from a house call.
Yeah. So 1st and 10. It doesn't look like the clock started because we're still at 2 minutes and 32 seconds after one full play. What's going on here?
The referee has known that. He just saw it. Game clock operator, please set the game clock.
The clock.
To
$12.66.
Play clock is at 25 seconds, but the jump.
So pay attention, because there should at least be 7 seconds off of that clock right now.
Should be way more than 7 seconds.
There it goes. They adjusted it. They got it running now. We're good. We are back to normal. And out of the shotgun, Trey Harn hands it off straight up the middle. Goes the freight train out to about the 46-yard line. Great first down gain again.
Shepard is indeed a runaway freight train. He was taking bodies with him. I would love an Oklahoma drill between Evan Reed and Connor Shepard. I think we need to set this up in the offseason. I want to see it.
I don't know if they're going to let us.
We'll see what we can do.
All right. Trey Harn in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide right. He's got Connor Shepard in the backfield with him. No receiver on the left side. Trey Harn takes a snap, hands it off to Connor Shepard again, who gets another 2 yards. And he's going to be tackled at his own 49-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and about a yard.
Well, if you're interested, Jay, looks like game 5 of the ALCS is tied.
I am not.
The Big Dumper just hit a home run to tie it in the 8th. Seattle and Toronto. For those that care. Probably a few, maybe.
3rd and 2 now for the Panthers from their own 49-yard line. Trey Harn in the shotgun, takes the snap. You guessed it, hands it off to Connor Shepard, who gets in to Green territory, and another Perry Panther first down.
Tell you what, you knew Connor Shepard was getting that football, and you still couldn't stop him.
I think the reason they have Trey Harn under center now is because this is all about wearing out the Green defense and running the clock out. They don't need to be Trickeration McGee anymore.
Whoa. The U trails Louisville. Louisville 14-10. Oh boy.
So that's going to be Jonathan Lemon, who's actually going to lose a yard back to the 49, maybe even the 50. And that's going to bring up second. Actually, they said they lost 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 from midfield as we are at 20 seconds to go. They're going to flip fields by taking 1 step to the left, to the left, to the left.
Cell phone found in the ladies' restroom, according to the PA announcer.
Wasn't mine. I'm not allowed in there.
Nope. And this is going to end the third quarter.
And the Perry Panthers lead the Green Bulldogs 21-14. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
You guessed it. We're back at Wakefield Stadium for the start of the fourth quarter. The Perry Panthers lead the Green Bulldogs 21-14 after a onslaught of points from both teams.
Something's going on here, Jay.
What's going on?
I don't know. Never mind. Just looked like they had both teams completely, fully huddled up. Maybe just pep talks all around for
it's a weird night,
the
man.
Bulldogs and the Panthers.
It's a weird night. You got
something does
Panthers
seem
with
a little off.
Every player on the Panthers tonight's been a quarterback. You know what I mean? And here we go.
Even the popcorn vendor played a few snaps.
Pretty sure he called an audible. And Trey Harn takes the snap, fires it to the right side, got his man at the 50, cuts it back. It's Nasir Foster down to the Green 40-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Evan Reed, a tackle from behind as Nasir Foster continues to be that man.
He's not only fast straight away, but he has a very quick, shifty first step, which makes it even harder because now he's got top speed from first step to last, and that's tough.
It is.
Most of the time you'll see, oh, this guy's fast once he gets fully going, or this guy's got a quick first step, but top speed's not great, and that's going to be a false start there on the Perry Panthers. So they'll go from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8.
Well, they had Jonathan Lemon, Connor Shepard, Caleb Hundley, the 3-headed monster in the backfield with Lemon playing quarterback.
Yeah, they're not done with it yet.
They're going to continue to have some fun here tonight. Now Nasir Foster. What's Nasir Foster going to do?
He is going to play a football position. So it's 3rd and 8 now from the Green 45-yard line for the Panthers. And Foster's going to take it, run it up the middle, misses one tackle, and that's going to be it, and he is piled on. 4th down, Perry.
Josh Taylor again from Green. We've said his name a lot. Another tackle for the Bulldogs. 4th and 6. They're going to spot the football at the 43-yard line. Perry, after a debate on the sideline, decides, let's play the field position game. We got time left.
Yeah, I think that's a smart call. Green's got a little momentum now from the offense and the kickoff return, and now they finally stopped the Perry defense. And if they would have went for it on 4th down and gave them half the field, then things get real interesting. But here comes the punt, and he's going to let it go over, and it's going to take a bounce for Green as it bounces back towards the line of scrimmage, but still a good punt as Green's going to start from their own 12-yard line.
Well, if you are the Bulldogs, You need to methodically, and I use that term as much as I can, you need to get the ball down the field. We've seen Tyson Hunka, the training wheels have come off. Keys have been handed to the offense. Evan Reed has been handed keys. This Green Bulldog team is down a score in the fourth quarter, late week 9 of the high school football season. They need it.
So they're actually going to start from their own 16. Hunka in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires it to the left. Got his man out to the 20, to the 23-yard line. Another good first down for Evan Reed, I believe, was the target.
That's
for
correct.
Hunka. 2nd and 2.
And 3 for 3. Hitting the trash can tonight. I feel pretty good.
Hunka takes the snap, tries to run it up the middle. He got tripped up there, and I don't know that he even got a yard on 2nd and 2. We're going to see what they give him.
They're gonna say first down, Jay.
He
Quickly.
must have fell forward for those 2 yards, but that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Green Bulldogs out to their own 26-yard line. 9:24 to go in the ball game. Perry leads 21-14.
Student section for Perry going nuts.
Hunka in the shotgun, 4 receivers. Takes the snap, hands it off to his back, who is absolutely leveled at the line of scrimmage.
Dominic Walker for Perry. Lifted Anthony McMichael III up and set him down very quickly.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 now from their own 26-yard line. Under 9 minutes to play in the ball game. Hunka gets the call from the sideline. 3 receivers to his right. 1 up top to his left. Takes the snap. Fires it to the left. Got Evan Reed, who gets outside to the 30, to the 35, and he's shoved out of bounds. If they spot this correctly, that would be a first down, and they're going to spot him short. I think he was across the line with that football on the right side.
I don't know. 3rd down, Evan Lawbacher on the tackle.
3rd and 2. They're going to say 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I don't agree with this. Oh, here we go. Quick to the line.
Hunka in the shotgun. Now they're going to look and back over to the sidelines as he's got Evan Reed in the backfield with him this time. 2 receivers up top to the left, 1 down here to the right. Big 3rd and 2 for the Green offense. Hunka takes the snap, hands it off to Evan Reed, who just bowls forward and says, I'll take care of it from here. First down, Bulldogs.
It is Connor Shepard versus Evan Reed in the short yardage battle tonight. It is a battle between the two of them. They are both incredible to watch.
Yes, they are.
As we have some mosquitoes have made their way into the press box tonight, driving
Well,
Jay
you might
crazy.
be 3 for 3 on making trash can baskets, but I've killed 6 of those things tonight. Up the middle on the handoff, and they whistled it dead before the ball came loose, and that's going to be 2nd down and long.
Caden Warner, the senior tailback on the carry that time, he got 2 yards.
2 yards on the carry. 2nd and 8 now from their own 40-yard line for the Green Bulldogs. They're going to go 5 wide. 3 up top to the left, 2 down here to the right. Hunka in the shotgun, surveys the defense, then looks over to the sideline for the play, changing it at the line of scrimmage, backs into the shotgun. 7:36 to go. Hunka takes the snap, fires it to the left side, got his man to the Perry 49-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs as they have moved into Perry Panther territory.
Sam Dubrovitz on the reception again, finds a soft spot in the zone. Hunka fired a missile.
Right back to the line of scrimmage, staying 5 wide. This is what Hunka likes to do. Takes the snap, looks downfield, then jitterbugs his way for a 5-yard gain, and that's going to be 2nd and 5.
Again, this is what Hunka does. The defense for Perry starting to get a little weary. They've been on the field for a little bit now. Hunka likes to put his foot on the gas.
If they'll let him. Sometimes they make him stop and look to the sidelines, which lets the defense rest and get set. And he's back in the shotgun, 4 wide. Evan Reed in the backfield with him, and they're going to call that. They're calling it on green.
Sam Dubrovitz jumped early, flinched.
I'm I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm Coach Geist with all the mistakes that were made, and now you're on a drive that could potentially tie this game, you make one mistake, you're out. Go sit down. We can't have that this late in the season. Because if you lose tonight, you're done.
Exactly.
You're
Green
done.
is 18th right now in the playoff rankings. The top 12 get in. They need to win out, and they're needing a lot of help.
None of that help will matter if they can't win here tonight because
Correct.
it's 2nd and 10 back to the Perry 49-yard line. 5 wide. Hunka drops back to pass, looking downfield. He's going to uncork it to the right side. His man's got a step. Just missed him by a yard, but he had everybody beat.
He did. That was Sam Dubrovitz, the intended receiver, and he had it. I mean, the throw just overthrown.
Hey, Sam,
by
why don't we lay out? You're the reason that 5-yard penalty happened. Why don't you lay out?
I don't know if he'd have laid out if he'd have caught the football.
Doesn't matter. Try.
No, that's true.
It was close enough that it was worth an attempt, in my opinion. So now we're going to be sitting at 3rd and 10 from the Perry 49-yard line, pretty much nose of the football. It's a long 49 as the nose of the football is actually right on the 50. And Hunka back in 5 wide, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz off the left side. He steps up in the pocket, fires it down the middle. Got his man. Touchdown. What a pass.
49-yard touchdown pass. Hunka to Reed again.
Extra point still to come for the Bulldogs that could tie this ball game up.
What a throw by Tyson Hunka.
He put that. He couldn't have handed it to him from that far away better than that. So the extra point lined up and ready to go. Very important extra point.
Yes.
As it's down, it's up. Flag on the play. And we're going to have their kicker, I think, got hit.
Green's kicker got hit.
But that's going to tie the ball game now at 21 apiece, I believe. And it is. We're going to wait from the official call down on the field.
Get an official word here.
Man.
Again, what can we say about Tyson Hunka?
And Evan Reed.
I mean, they're the dynamic duo right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
no flag. So he was pushed into the kicker. They're going to pick up the flag, but all is not lost as the extra point was good. And we are knotted up at 21 with 6:18 to go in the ball game.
buckle up, get your popcorn ready. These last 6 minutes are going to be incredible. I can feel it.
So since halftime, we've had a 4-yard touchdown run by the Perry Panthers, a 90-yard kickoff return by Evan Reed and the Green Bulldogs, a 50-yard touchdown catch on a double reverse by Nasir Foster for the Perry Panthers, a 30-yard touchdown catch by Evan Reed, and now a 49-yard touchdown catch by Evan Reed, and we are all tied up at 21 apiece as it is knee-knocking time here at Wakefield Stadium in this Federal League showdown.
And Wakefield Stadium is a-rockin'.
That student section for Perry has been loud all night.
Here we go. Green kicking off from the 40. Who's our kicker tonight for Green? Looking for a number. That's number 25. That is Nick Weigel, the junior kicker.
And here we go. We are ready for the kickoff. And he's going to kick it deep. It's going to be fielded by Foster at the 10. Out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Out to the 35, to the 37-yard line. And that's going to be great starting field position for the Panthers with 6:19 to go in the ball game.
6:09 left to go in the ball game.
Yep.
We're at an angle here. We're on
We're
on the visitor side press box about the 45-yard line. The scoreboard kind of sits at an angle. Green on that return, Jay. Hands up a lot. Nasir back at quarterback.
4 wide. He's back in the backfield all by his lonesome. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 2 up top to the right. Nasir Foster in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks left. Nobody there. And he's going to be driven down. That looked like a face mask. They are not going to throw the flag, and he's begging for the face mask. Nothing.
He's looking at the official going, what more do I have to do? My helmet was completely spun around on the tackle. Great job by Green. They snuffed it out. Loss of 4.
He looked left like he wanted to throw it, but nobody was there, so he had to tuck it and run. And by then, he had guys all over him.
There must have been some confusion there by the Perry offense.
2nd and 14 now, back on their own 33-yard line. 5:30 to go in the ball game. Foster takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it off to Lemon. Lemon gets a few yards, and then he is going to be pile-driven down to the turf, and that's going to bring up 2nd down, or 3rd down.
The
12.
The other half of the Warner brothers. This time, Cam Warner, the junior linebacker, makes the stop. 3rd and 12.
Big 3rd down for both teams. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Tied at 21. Nasir Foster in the shotgun.
We're shaking.
Nobody in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. This place is popping. Foster takes the snap, drops back to pass, rolls right. He's going to take off. He slips and falls at the 35, and that's going to bring up 4th and 11.
Nasir Foster slipped on the turf, which obviously now moisture is an issue. This turf is slick. Green side, fired up. They're standing. They are cheering for their team. Perry, not what you wanted there. 4th and 12. Seth Green on to punt.
And Green back, standing at about their own 32-yard line. Here's the snap, and it's blocked! Green picks it up, and they're going to have it at the Perry 25.
Oh, my goodness. Who got the block? I didn't get to, I know Warner. Caden Warner's the one who recovered the
Warner brothers.
Who blocked the punt? It looked like number 7, Jaden Hall, blocked the punt. Unbelievable.
Green, 1st and 10 from the Perry 25-yard line. 4:08 to go in the ball game. Here comes Hunka and his men.
All the momentum on Green side right now.
They are going left to right towards that scoreboard. Hunka in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 up top to his left. Takes the snap, hands it off to McMichael III, who gains about 2, maybe 3 yards. They're going to say 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 as we are under 4 minutes to play.
Our first final into the scoreboard tonight, Jay. The Alliance Aviators shut out the Minerva Alliance 35-0. Alliance on a roll.
Yeah, they're looking to get that home field advantage for the playoffs.
They are the 2 seed, I believe. Both teams with 3 timeouts.
Approaching the 3:30 mark of the 4th quarter. Hunka in the shotgun. He's still got McMichael III in the backfield with him, and we have a whistle. And
Green
takes a timeout. That is their first. Again, they realize how important this opportunity is, so they want to make sure that they cross their T's and dot their I's.
Hey, Jay, Seattle is 1 win away from going to the World Series. If you care about baseball, Eugenio Suarez hits a go-ahead grand slam to get Game 5 to the Mariners. He had a home run to start the game, so 2 home run night. Our second final into the scoreboard. West Branch takes out Carrollton 48-7. The West Branch Warriors 8-1, Jay, an 8-game winning streak. Their lone loss came week 1 against Canfield, who is undefeated.
Yeah. So here come the Green Bulldogs out of the timeout and follows the Perry Panthers out onto the field. 2nd and 8 for Green. Ball on the Perry Panther 22-yard line. 3:24 to go in the ball game. We are all knotted up at 21 apiece. Hunka in the shotgun, sends everybody out wide. 4, puts Evan Reed in motion, fakes the handoff to him. There's nobody there. He breaks free. He's looking downfield, fires it to the right side. Got his man at the 2. He got his man at the 2. He was tackled and got loose and fired it to the right side.
Sam Dubrovitz, Mr. Johnny on the spot, able to make the catch. They're going to spot him, Jay, at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Bulldogs.
Approaching the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Green, 1st and goal from the 3. Hunka in the shotgun. He's got Evan Reed on his left hip. 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. He's going to fake the pitch, and then he's going to run it in himself. Tyson Hunka for the touchdown.
Wow, the Green Bulldogs trailed 21-7 and have crawled their way back. They have scratched. They have clawed. They have crawled their way, Jay, now to a 6-point lead pending the extra point.
The ever-important extra point. I told you, you give Hunka the keys and let him run with them things. Put them horses in 6th gear. He knows what to do with it. And the extra point. Snap, kick, up, and it is good. Green. First lead of the ball game.
Absolutely. Tyson Hunka, a 3-yard touchdown run.
What a second half in general, but what a second half for these Green Bulldogs, as they have ripped off 28 points in the second half alone. And we still got 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in this ball game, and it's Perry's turn.
It is Perry's turn, but they have been unable to get the ball down the field.
And we will see how they choose to kick off to Nasir Foster and Jonathan Lemon, who will be back deep for the Perry Panthers. 2:49 to go in the ball game. Both teams need to win out and get help to get into the playoffs. But right now, if you're the coaches, you're just talking about control what you can control, and that's win the football game. Everything else that'll happen will happen either way.
Well, Jay, some more excitement. 10 seconds left in the ball game. Northwest ties the game 14-14 against Fairless. They might be heading to overtime.
And Green's got it teed up. They're ready to kick it back to the Perry Panthers. And let's see what they decide to do with this kick. And they are going to boot it deep. It's going to be Nasir Foster from the 6. Out to the 20. To the 25, and he's going to be barreled over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers with 2:43 to go. They trail by a touchdown.
3 timeouts remaining for Perry. You get to go the length of the field. You need the touchdown, and you need the extra point. If you are Perry, Jay, and Coach Spencer Lino, what are you telling your guys right now?
You got to go do it. We've seen success on the offensive end. Let's get back to that. Let's play clean football.
Guess who's at quarterback?
It's Nasir Foster, 4 wide, 2 to each side. He's got nobody in the backfield with him. And now he's looking to the sidelines for the play.
You better hurry.
From the coaches. 6 seconds on the play clock. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2 seconds on the play clock. Foster doesn't take the snap, and Perry's going to have to burn the timeout.
Well, I think that was all part of the plan. Coach Lino walked over with about 2 seconds left and looked at the official and then hit him with the timeout. I don't think they liked the setup that they had.
I don't think they wanted to use that timeout because every other coach was livid with the kids on the field.
This timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family. I assume, Jay, we are staying right here.
We are, because Perry just broke the huddle.
They're ready to go. Timeout, a quick timeout.
That's how you know you didn't want it.
No, they didn't want to burn it. So probably telling Nasir, listen to what we're telling you. We're
Be
going to
quick.
get you here.
So here we go. They're already set and ready to go. Nasir Foster in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. There's the whistle. We're ready to go. Foster takes the snap. Looks left. Fires it left. Got his man. Tries to follow the blockers. He's going to be tackled at the 34-yard line, and that clock's going to keep moving.
That was Jaden Wilson on the reception. Short pickup.
He got 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7 now from their own 34-yard line as the clock is moving. 2:25 to go in the ball game. Green leads Perry, 28-21. Green has scored 28 points in the second half alone. Nasir Foster in the shotgun. And there's going to be a whistle, and I think we got a false start on Perry. And we do. They're going back 5 yards, and the only thing getting louder is this Green Bulldog side of the field that we have below us.
Yeah, the stadium is shaking right now. Perry looks to be a little disoriented. Here comes Cameron Treharn, Jay. They're going to put him back at quarterback.
That's because he's the one that knows how to handle it in these types of situations. So he's going to be in the shotgun. But that adds the element of the pass back into it now. He's got 4 wide. Treharn takes the snap, looking left, fires it left, got his man, and he runs it out of bounds at the 36-yard line. But he's going to be short. There was nobody near him. I'm surprised he didn't try to move that upfield.
I think he didn't realize where he was. I think he thought he was further up the field. 3rd and 5, ball on the 36-yard line, Jay. Under 2 to go.
It is definitely 4-down territory from here on out for the Panthers. 3rd and 5 from their own 36. Treharn. And we got another false start on the Perry Panther offense. And that's going to move them back 5 yards, 3rd and 10.
Looks like the penalty is going to be called on number 75, Antonio Salazar. The senior lineman, a little head nod and a shimmy. That'll draw the flag every single time. Perry going the wrong direction. Look at Jonathan Lemon. He's beside himself right now, Jay.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Panthers back to their own 31-yard line. Treharn in the shotgun, drops back the pass. Here comes the blitz. He's got it out to Jonathan Lemon. Cuts it upfield to the 40. Dives forward to the 1st down marker.
And Jonathan Lemon says, fine, we're going to get penalties. Let me get the 1st down yardage. Just give me the football.
Right back to the line of scrimmage for the Perry Panthers. Clock's moving, 1:40 to go in the ball game. Treharn takes the snap, drops back the pass. Here comes the blitz. He's going to be grabbed, and he throws it away. Nobody's there.
Jay, this could be a fumble. This could be a fumble.
They're saying incomplete on the field, but
there
the
was
question
no receiver over there
is
at
it
all.
going to be intentional grounding? Everybody on this side of the field wants it.
Where's the flag? I mean, it looked like the arm was going forward, but there wasn't
There's
a
nobody
receiver
there, and he was in the
area.
pocket.
No flag. Coach Geis wants a flag. He wants an explanation. There was
no receiver in the area.
You might have been looking at the sideline, Mr. Official. There was no receiver from Perry in that area.
And here we go. 2nd and 10 now from the 42 for Perry. Drops back the pass. Treharn fires it to the left side. Hit it out of the hands of Nasir Foster as he was smoked the minute he touched it.
And if Green would have got that football, it was ball game.
I'll tell
3rd
you
and
what.
10.
I'll tell you what. Coach Geis and his guys, through all of the things that they've had happen to them because of the officiating, they're right in this thing, and they would love nothing more than to walk out of here with a W. It's now 3rd and 10.
Everyone standing in the visitors section.
Treharn in the shotgun. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Drops back the pass. Here comes the blitz. He dumps it off. Lemon gets free out to the 47 to the 49-yard line. He's going to be short, but that's going to bring up 4th and 3. Big 4th down here, right back to the line of scrimmage for the Panthers. 4th and 3. This is the ball game if they don't get it. 1 minute to go. Panthers fires it to the right side. Got his man, Nasir Foster. No! Incomplete! He dropped it! He dropped it on the sideline, incomplete. And that should wrap it up.
Oh, Coach Lino wants an. I mean, it looked like he'd had the football.
We're way too far away to make any kind of explanation. But I'm going to tell you right now, that's divine intervention after what Geis and his guys have went through.
The Green Bulldogs are going to escape Wakefield Stadium. Unbelievable, Jay. What a second half. What a fourth quarter.
This is one of the best second halves I've ever seen, or
This
at least
was-
ever called.
Man.
They still got to keep it clean here.
Well, you're going to see a kneel down, probably.
So Hunka in the shotgun. Perry still has 2 timeouts left. You best believe they're going to use it. And they're going Evan Reed through everybody for an 11-yard gain.
Absolutely. The fans they know what's coming. It is going to be victory formation here shortly. The Bulldogs.
No point in calling those timeouts now after that. I think if they would have stopped Evan Reed for no gain or something like that,
Yeah.
we probably would have seen it.
We got a stoppage here.
Problem with the chains.
Chain gang issue tied up. This timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. Jay, it is time to bring a friend into the family. Jay, at halftime, it was 7-0. Perry. Green came out in the second half and went gangbusters.
After they went down
21-7.
14-0.
Yeah, 14-0 at one point.
Because Perry came out and punched him right in the mouth.
And
And
then-
we were like, this ain't looking good. That's half of the third quarter was gone.
Yeah.
And then pedal to the metal for the Green Bulldogs.
Evan Reed with a hat trick tonight, 3 touchdowns.
One of them a 90-yard touchdown return that sparked it for the Green Bulldogs. And that far side
The chains never moved.
of the Perry Panthers.
Clock running, and look at the home side of the stadium. It is emptying.
It's probably not going to happen. But this is the Green Bulldog team we thought we were going to see from week 1. Now, injuries held them up from having that.
Yeah, injuries.
But, and there it is, the final down. And the Green Bulldogs come back to defeat the Perry Panthers by a final of 28-21. We are going to step away for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you the scores from around the area. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium as the Green Bulldogs come back to defeat the Perry Panthers 28-21. Whew! Mike, while I catch my breath, why don't you catch us up on some scores?
Northwest and Fairless tied 21 in the first overtime. Fairless going for 2 in the win. We'll find out what happens. Alliance defeats Minerva 35-0. LaSalle defeats Louisville 35-24. McKinley over Jackson 40-9. East Canton over Buckeye Trail 14-6. Salem over Marlington 27-6. Mogador defeats St. Thomas 33-0. Glen Oak defeats Mansfield 44-12. Lake over Hoover 20-14. Triway over Canton Central Catholic 28-0. Massillon 42-10 winners over Warren Harding. And Garraway defeats Sandy Valley 49-7. Jay, I'm going to go for a run.
All right, and that is official that the Canton McKinley Bulldogs are your outright Federal League champions after they defeat Green tonight. We are going to step away for one more commercial break, and when we come back, I will have my final thoughts before signing off here tonight. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium as we are at a final. The Green Bulldogs come back to defeat the Perry Panthers 28-21, and one of the most exciting halves of football I have ever had the pleasure of calling here on the Q92 Sports Network. We went to halftime. You saw it. You heard it. We recapped it. It was 7-0 Panthers, and then they come out in the second half and punch Green right in the mouth, drive down the field, take half of the third quarter away from them, punch it in, extra points good, and they go up 14-0. Then Evan Reed returns a 90-yard kickoff for a touchdown to get Green on the board. That extra point was good as well. That made it 14-7. Perry came right back and on a one-play drive right from the 50 on a double reverse pass to Nasir Foster. That made it 21-7, and it didn't look good for the Green Bulldogs until Evan Reed came out, 30-yard touchdown catch towards the end of the third quarter. Extra point was good there to make it 21-14, and then the fourth quarter belonged to the Green Bulldogs and the Green Bulldogs alone, as Evan Reed had another 49-yard touchdown catch on one of the most beautiful footballs a high school quarterback could throw. Extra point was good. That tied it up at 21 apiece, and then Tyson Hunka himself ran it in from 3 yards out with less than 3 minutes to go in the ball game. The extra point was good. It made it 28-21, and then a few defensive stops by the Bulldogs got them the victory. And that's all we have for you here tonight. We are on to Week 10 next week. Don't forget to follow us on all our social medias. Don't forget to check us out on our website, Q92radiosports.com, to see where we will be at next week, Week 10, which is unofficially rivalry week for a lot of schools. Thank you to our listeners for spending their Friday night with us here on the Q92 Radio Sports Network. And thank you to our sponsors, as always, because without them, we would not be able to bring you these 7 games each and every Friday night on the Q92 Sports Network. I'm Jay Wilhelm. That was Mike Voorhees. Have a good night, everybody.